Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spaceshot Hulkanator show. Oh, I can't change the title today. Hulkanator Spaceshot show. And it is indeed Saturday, March 14th, 2026. And we came in with a little Nirvana. And I was so nervous to pick some songs. And Hulk, I kind of batted around a little bit. I had some switch ups. I had some 70s, possibly 80s, but I didn't know how Journey, not the regular song that you might think I would have picked for Journey, but a couple of other songs as well. But how'd you like the first song anyway?
That's not bad. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Hulk is sick. Spaceshot did all the show setup this morning, so I got to sleep in just a little bit longer than everybody else. So I'm drinking coffee, trying to get my voice back together. But yeah, it's pretty crappy this morning. Good morning. Make sure you smash the thumbs up. And my voice sympathizes the way that Kurt Cobain was singing that song. I kept clearing my throat.
That nuts, yeah. So prayers up for Hulk, guys. Yeah, for sure. And so, like Hulk said, I set up the show, and that was the show. You guys, thank you for showing up. Have a great day, and have a great rest of your week. Now, of course,
I was my two songs that I was thinking about coming in with on a Saturday was the live version of Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz on Saturday Night Live was my number one pick.
Oh, wait, when was that?
Early 2000s somewhere, maybe 6, 7.
Clint Eastwood sang?
No, the name of the band is Gorillaz, and the name of the song is Clint Eastwood. You would remember it 100% if you played a little clip of it. You'd be like, oh yeah, that song.
I gotcha. Okay, all right. Let me I'll get this one up for you in a second here. But yeah, and I I was gonna go in with a couple of different ones, and then you have different genres. Like I could have went with a little Mac Miller for some people out there like he's passed away, but the song Donald Trump, there was a lot of swears in there, so I didn't want to have our folks listening to a lot of that this morning. So of course we're not going to go with that. But yeah, I mean I was switching up from I like that old Def Leppard stuff and some old Journey, and
there is nothing wrong with butt rock. Absolutely, if you like hair bands. Big giant, what is it? The hairspray that were out there, the Aquanet. If you like the Aquanet bands or out there with some butt rock, there's nothing wrong with some of that.
Would you call it butt rock?
It's butt rock back then. That's what I call it back then. It's kind of before the glam band shit. You got butt rock, but there's it's kind of that stuff that you're gonna find in the elevator and shit. But this doesn't go against any of the heavy metal groups that were back there at that time. But there is a lot of groups in that little genre that I'm gonna consider butt rock.
Alrighty, I like it. Well, hopefully we got a good signal over here. We did some nitro. So does that mean
butt rock, not dad rock, but BUTT, butt rock.
Oh, does this mean I can play more on the soundboard now, right? I got like all sorts of stuff I can do. Nuke incoming, and so guys, I got access to all the keys now. Not as many buttons as Hulk does, but and that's Hulk. I got stuff like, and can I stop these if I want to mid-stop?
No.
Yeah, you got all sorts of weird stuff like that. So Hulk, I thought this one was interesting right here, buddy. Come in. Seem to have a knock at the door. Oh, and yeah, Hulk, just a little programming note from yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So live with Ghost and Mike yesterday at 12 o'clock, and sitting there at 1:45 and Ghost's talking, and then all of a sudden he's not talking. And I'm like, hey, Ghost, hello? And then I'm like, Mike? And then I'm like, okay, I look down and I see where there's normally the computer emblem with a little plug next to it showing that my internet's plugged in. It now had a globe with like an X across it. And I'm like, what the hell? So I thought they're doing a lot of work around here, so I thought they maybe shut off the internet or the power to that internet for a little bit. But it ended up being like 45 minutes, and it was the whole town was out for, I think it was close to an hour. So apologize for that. I did leave pinned comments, and there's really not much you can do at that point. And even to where I live is kind of down a hill. So when that goes out, the cell phone signal isn't even as good. So it takes a while to even leave those messages on the post. So that's what happened yesterday.
I called your local cable provider, internet provider, and told him you moved, by the way.
Shut him down. Shut this guy down. But yeah,
he moved.
Well, some people in the chat, you're like, oh, well, they didn't want him talking. And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe in the past that's happened. But this time was a genuine, cable outage. And I wasn't the only one. Neighbors had the same issue as well. But Hulk, I got this little video. It's not, let's see, it's a minute 11. So we're going to bang this on. So people are saying, oh, my goodness, they're saying this on Newsmax. And I'm more about the fact that it's actually a Trump representative talking here. So let's take a little listen as we were here. Let me pop this one out, and here we go.
It should shake every single American in their shoes. I hate to say this, but President Barack Obama, there is now incontrovertible evidence that he was the spearhead of a seditious conspiracy to subvert the will of the American people and overthrow the United States government back in 2016. We must, absolutely must, hold every one of these criminals accountable for the crimes that they committed. They are the most heinous crimes committed in American history. James Comey, John Brennan, Clapper, Rice, Biden was in the meeting in July 28th in the Oval Office. They briefed Barack Obama on Hillary Clinton's plan to, quote, tie Trump to Russia collusion lies. It consumed our national discourse for 5 years. It undermined a sitting duly elected president. It sabotaged administration. It framed a three-star general. It destroyed and ripped this country apart. We had a constitutional crisis, the likes of which I don't think any American can fully comprehend. It is atrocious, and every single one of them must be held accountable.
Yeah, and of course.
Ooh, what do you think of that, Hulk? I mean, you basically, what is this guy's title? Jason Meister, Trump Advisory Board member, essentially calling these guys, what we know and what we've been reporting for many years. Will ever anything come out of it? Maybe. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, we haven't seen any movement in any of this stuff. I mean, if we're just following the track record of what's happening out of the current DOJ, we saw the whole debacle with their phase 1 release with the Epstein stuff. We saw another deputy director of the FBI show up, and then Dan Bongino went away. We also found out at the end of December, Ed Martin and his working group for the pardons has been disbanded, and they're not doing anything with that. What was the other thing that they were digging into? There was another big investigation that another group was digging into about this type of thing. And it seems to all these investigations and people that we've been watching, because a lot of them out of the Trump administration, we've seen changing of the guards. I mean, we just saw, what was it? Is it Tulsi Gabbard that just got fired from HS? I forget. Nome. Yeah, Nome's out. Those sort of things. So we're seeing the effects of a dismantleization of whatever Trump was trying to do to get done. Maybe, I don't know. The other side of that is we do see the coalescence of a lot of these individual investigations that we might have seen fall apart or be disbanded, seems to coalesce into Florida over there with Judge Cannon. Now, does Judge Cannon have the big show and everything out ready to go with a couple of the grand juries that we do know that have been impaneled and continue to grow over here? There's at least 3 or 4 down there in Florida that we're tracking that do show relevance. But as of individual cases and those little pieces that we've been seeing, I think that narrative has fallen apart. I mean, unless you got something else that you can throw out there and say, no, they're doing this and that. What do you think?
No, you agree. You look around and you say, like, what's going on there? What's with the logjam and stuff, right? And so I think to our point, we may need to have to get a little bit louder. And I've said this in regards to kind of the Epstein stuff, right? But I think a majority of the people just don't have a great fulsome picture of what happened, seemingly going nowhere, right? And it's like, would they keep doing all this stuff, or you think they would maybe change their tactics? I don't know. But I think it is, regardless of that, I think it's incumbent upon us to get louder about what they did to him. Because had they done the same thing to, say, Obama or Joe Biden there or whatever, the same thing that they did to Trump, there would be a vastly different story narrative in the media, right? And so, certainly for the Epstein or any of the kids stuff, we need to be certainly a much more louder. Oh, we can't really prove that they did exactly that. Yeah, but you have many pictures of these people with younger girls and stuff like that. So that whole part of, they won't be able to walk down the street. I've seen a few people being, and we're never encouraging violence, but let these people know that they're disgusting individuals, and let them know they can't peacefully walk down the streets, and that you've seen the pictures. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get louder about getting this country back to the way it was, because it's gotten so out of control. And maybe at the end of the day, Hulk, that's what we need. It is your duty. It is your what does it say, to basically rebuild that government, right? So out of control, perhaps. Muted. Are you trying to space mute You trying to space mute Spaceshot?
Well, some people are saying out there that that I sound a little bit different. Just to let everybody know, I am sick a little bit. So I'm here. Don't worry about it. I've only got the Black Plague, and I got about 46 hours to live. So we're going to be able to finish the show, no problem.
Well, Hulk, I think you got to clear your throat just a little bit, maybe.
There we go.
Okay,
I had a little frog in my throat there. Sorry about that.
Much better. There you go. You're back to yourself. So yeah, I've told people in the past too, and I told Hulk before. Even on Amazon, you can get like a $20 bottle of what do they call it? Sweet wormwood, and they have different names for it. But
okay,
good to
Mr.
have
Rite
some of that
Aid
stuff. Yeah, no, good to have that stuff. And quinine. Tell Spaminator to. Next time she goes to the market, get you some of that seltzer water that has the big Q on it, has quinine in it. That's good for you too. So as soon as I start feeling anything, I chug one of those, take one of those wormwoods, and generally, Worcester Polytechnic Institute said that it stops the transmission or the replication of viruses, specifically COVID. So hopefully you don't.
I'll be fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Dude, my buddy told me the other day.
Oh, wow. Oh, God, I stepped on it.
Oh, there we go.
He may just sat on a private part for a second there. Yeah, my buddy told me his daughter went to the doctors the other day and she's got COVID, and I'm like, ugh. Like, why are you letting them test you for COVID? And just, for everybody's sanity out there, remember, am I remembering this incorrectly, Hulk? But didn't they tell us, like, I don't know, 5 years ago at least, that like, oh, every time these viruses, replicate to a different, variant, they get weaker and weaker, right? So we're like 5 years into a variant that after the first 6 or 8 months was like a sniffle, but people are still getting this. They're still playing up this COVID racket. It's pretty disgusting, dude.
Some people in the chat are wondering if we're doing show songs. Yes, we are. Stupid internet out there didn't want to tell the X didn't want to tell the internet that I am live. I will drop this link to you now. I just retweeted it. Thank you very much for somebody reminded me. Somebody Thank you, whoever reminded me. I appreciate that.
Yep. And actually, let me get my note out here. My notes, my trusty notepad, because I do have all these. Oh, excuse me. I have the thing in there for.
Oh, fuck that noise.
Oh God, no. Well, this is just links to for this, but at the very end, I'm gonna put a post out. It's head over to Hulk's post or whatever. So did you make that post yet? So I can reference.
Yeah,
that?
The Twitter feed is out.
All right, let's look up Hulky quick. Hulky quick, here we go. And then so here's where we're gonna go, guys. Let me unblock my side of the screen. It's going to be this one right here. So go here and vote, and thing right here. Or because usually where to go. We will do the Dominion voting at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So leave it there.
This is my favorite part.
We'll still let you do the tabulation. All right. So Hulk, a lot of time good.
What was the joke on that? The illusion of choice.
Yeah, the illusion of choice. We got some ES&S and some Dominion, and
it's gonna take a little time. Just to let everybody know.
All right, so Hulk, we have to. As much as I find this stuff very interesting, and I posted this out at like 4 a.m. last night. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of this, and I'm gonna show you the counter to it. I don't think we need to spend too much time on it, but I did find it pretty interesting to see this, and Arduck did drop another thing, and so I'll give you guys a voice comparison. So we're not going to play the whole thing, but you can. If I do this right now,
is this the
right
Erica
here,
Kirk thing?
Well, that's the question, right? That's the question.
Here.
So
somebody posted. I'll keep looking because somebody gave a breakdown of what you're talking right here.
Yeah, and so there's the other chick that we're going to play as well, which I'll tell you what, that girl's voice sounds a very lot like this girl as well. But I'll let the the viewers make the choice. So
This has got the testimony on the side of it.
here we go. I got to make sure the buttons hit this time, so I'm not hacking in our wonderful viewers.
I got plenty of that for you, no problem.
So yeah, so right here, I went yesterday, and now if I go do this right now, because I've already done this 18 years of age thing or whatever, I was just doing this to show you guys that essentially, all right, here we go, that essentially I went to the Edge browser, which I've never used, and so basically went in here and then put in the DOJ website, so it's all official. This is actually their website. Are you 18, whatever. And so we'll listen to just a second of this or so. And so some people are saying it's the woman that Hulk had mentioned, but let's take a listen.
I talked to Jeffrey, and I'm going to his house tomorrow morning, and I'm taking my son. He's gonna set something up for
Well, like, what do you think? Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow morning when I go to his house about it.
How much? Like, would I get paid? 'Cause last time.
Talk to him. I'll talk to him tomorrow, and then I'll bring you in the next day and talk to him about it.
How much do you make? I don't know what I want to do. I just want to get some ideas.
I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to him about it. I mean, I don't really work for him like that. I just bring girls to him, and they work for him. So you're gonna have to talk to him about it.
All right, so that's a recording part. A few people had dropped it, and even our doc, I think, dropped this morning. People are saying it sounds like the survivor more than anybody. So I'll just give you guys a sample of this voice as well. And I'm not making any judgments here. I'm trying to do this along with you guys and gals out there. So let's take a listen here.
It's AI.
I don't think the DOJ or this administration gets to call it quits. They're not in charge anymore. And I think that's part of the problem. They're not realizing it. The survivors are not going away. We are not going to sit back.
All right. So at first, first comparison, any thoughts there, Hulk? And I'm going to pull up your post as well there.
First impression right off the bat, because I did spend an extensive amount of time listening to people's voices in Discord and get pretty good at recognizing people's voices, inflections, what room they were in, and those sort of things. We can guess between a bathroom and a kitchen and all those sort of things. Right off the bat, I did not hear any of the inflections I would expect to hear from Mrs. Kirk whatsoever coming out of that file itself. So I don't know when it was recorded, because voices do change over time, and I agree with that 100%. It could be a possibility, but right off the bat, I don't see anything that I would say, oh, that's Charlie Kirk's wife. The audio you dropped right off the bat from back to back sounds a lot more closer than to Erica Kurtz's voice.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I was like, wow, that girl does sound a lot like it. So I'm going to let the chat kind of catch up. Let us know in the chat what you guys think, if you guys could make any determination upon that right there. But again, here's this woman here. I'll let her talk for like 10 seconds, and I'm not going to do the long thing. I'll just let the loud part.
Hey, before you play this, just an FYI, all the videos you were playing are 10 to 15% louder than your microphone. So you either need to get on the mic a little bit more so you match the audio that you're playing.
Nah.
Or turn down your audio and I can kind of balance it out, because I can't balance it out between the high audio on the clips you play and you talking.
How's that, Vincent Vega?
Because you don't have mic etiquette. Because you start talking around like this, and you're like,
I think
it's fine.
Discipline.
All
right,
you can't hear me. What's going on?
How's this over here? Is this better?
You know what? You should fire your producer. Just fire him. I know he's new. Hey boss, how much you pay for the new operator? $20? $20 too much.
He won't leave, dude. He won't leave.
He's a bad operator.
He will not leave. Okay. So really quick, again, I'm just going to blast from this one over to this one, and we'll read this really quick.
I don't know. You're going to have to talk to him about it. I mean, I don't really work for him like that. I just bring girls to him, and they work for him. So you're going to have to talk to him about it.
Are not going away. We are not going to sit back. We are going to keep fighting and keep moving forward. And we have some incredible attorneys and a lot of support.
What's up, Giggles?
Dirty Carpenter comes back. Come on, part-time. You got this.
Hot timer. All right. So
we love our chat.
So should we read this? Audio file discovered in the Epstein files that appears, and you would agree, Hulk, that sounded like it was a sting operation per se?
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. If you got this on DOJ type of shit, this has co-conspirators and the FBI and DOJ on it. They're looking for something, and then they give these people a script and, hey, go call this person, like they did with the lawyer for Susie Wilds. Same way.
Yep. And so yeah, it was very, very interesting to see. And I don't, we'll see how this thing goes out. But so let's see what this guy has to say here. People are claiming, is Erica Kirk procuring young girls for Epstein? If you guys seen what I had posted, which is, everybody's saying it sounds like a very distinct voice, but I don't know. You tell me.
Wait,
So
let's ask chat right now, because I mean, they've been following us long enough time, and they know how to weed through the bullshit, I hope. So again, in your own personal opinion, individuals that are listening to my voice out there, with all the evidence that you've seen after TPUSA, Charlie Kirk murder, the whole Cadence Owens thing, and we'll throw Israel on top of it, and then the whole trafficking thing into, I can't remember what country that they were tying her into when she was young, all that shit. You can believe it or not. I don't know where to put it. Do you really think the amount of information that they've dug up on her and supposedly pinned on her, this is supposedly true, it's allegedly here at this point, is she the bad person that everybody thinks she is? Is she just a widow that's out there? So the big thing, is she a good person or a bad person, is where we're going to basically put it. So you can leave your opinion in the bottom of the chat with the amount of research and the things that you've listened to, and you've came with your own discernment and decided, you know what, this is what I'm going to basically base it on. Now, there is a lot of weird shit going on in TPUSA. Won't say anything like that, but personal opinion, you could throw that out there. You'd go that way.
Yes, Hulk, little cold, little under the weather, guys. Let's see, Wheezy. The recording came from an actual DOJ website, and the link is there. Lenny Lou says they do sound the same, but so do you mean Erica, or is that okay? So Denise just said that's her.
I'll be good, don't worry.
Let's see. Burger Q23 said victim's voice, so we're saying that's the girl that we played second. Let's see. Okay, 1776 Texan says Romania. Sergeant or SGT Rock 007 says she is bad. Duckbutt says she is evil. Linny Lou bad. Pope Q says it's a ritual. Patriot Sister 7 bad. Morangus 91 bad. Bree says Black Widow with the black spider. Hey friends, Ron L. White, what's up? Let's see. Real Bit Gab says bad. So a lot of bads.
So now you gotta throw on, oops, let me get rid of that.
Now you gotta throw on top of it with Charlie Kirk and the person that he was, and the things that he believed in, and the things that he taught and talked about, and he chose her there at that point. If we're talking about, that Charlie was kind of being touched by, other realms of the holy side and kind of guiding him along, I think we all can come to that point saying, yeah, that was 100% true. He seems to be guided by somebody. But then we saw what happened and everything fell out after that. So you still got to put that in there into a thought process of, was she corrupt? Was she always corrupt? Did she become corrupt afterwards? Are they hoodwinking her? There's a whole bunch of crazy, weird shit that you dig into her history and you're just like, holy crap, that sounds like an operation to me.
And yeah, to your point, right? Would you agree, if the dude wasn't a robot, perhaps Charlie had like a photographic memory, the way he would pull up information? I mean, it was miraculous to actually watch how quick he would pull up information. So,
You mean like Elon Musk?
Yeah, I mean, so I said like, on the show, we was talking with Ghost yesterday. He goes, oh, let's just say he said it in a much more crude manner, but he said, "Oh, she must have some really nice private parts then, if he was that stupid or whatever." And I'm thinking so. And then I look at the whole thing of like, is this whole thing like a big setup? Because the dude was a genius. He wasn't an idiot. And you don't think they ever would vet this girl, or you think they just did a cursory vetting of her, or he just said, no, you know what? I love her, and she's great, and they never even considered to vet her, like with the amount of resources and money this guy's organization was pushing around. It would be incumbent upon the first ring of security to do something like that. You know what I mean? And here's the other thing: when's the last time you've seen a company where their CEO passed away and all of a sudden their wife's running the place? I'll wait.
And right here at this point, just kind of going off what I've seen, I'd have a real problem of supporting TP USA in its current form of the way it sits now. To be honest with you.
Bingo.
Somebody out there was saying that they deleted all the Charlie Kirk shows and you can't find them anymore off of Spotify and this and that side. And I'm like, I'm not going to even go fact check this, dude. I don't think that's going to be true if they're going to delete, 10 years of Charlie Kirk posts. Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous if they did, right? So, yeah, I mean, the whole thing, like to Hulk's point, I don't know if she did 5 or 6 of those Bride of Charlie things, but you started getting into the families, and it's like, is she really this family member or that family member? And I don't know if they're out there actively countering what Candace is saying all the time, but she alleges that her father, Erica's father, is actually a guy named Jack Solomon, and that her aunt is really her mother. So I don't follow it closely enough to know if anybody's retorting on these facts or not, being like, oh, simple, here you go, here's the person, or whatever, you got burnt, see you later, on to the next. So I just can't help but think, like, Charlie was a very smart dude, and was he stupid enough to just blindly fall like that and not do any vetting? Because he said essentially she was looking for a job, and he was like, no, you're going to be dating me. That's how allegedly this thing went, All
right, second question, chat. How accurate is Cadence Owens' information that she is giving out? 10 being she is perfect, right on, and then you can go down from there. So put your answer in there from 0 to being she's bullshit. 10, she is 100% correct. So go ahead and figure out what you want to put down in chat. We're going to read them around of how accurate is Cadence Owen. Just wondering.
How is her cadence? I'll tell you what, Hulk. I was not much impressed when I saw this one. We have the Bride of Charlie, and then she went episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez, I didn't know that was that far. And then said, you know what? We're going to pause it for a second, and then we're going to introduce an episode called "Donald Trump Has Betrayed America." Right, and so this is, of course, he's doing what BB wants, and they're all doing what that country wants, and her and Tucker are saying the same thing. But I think it's actually necessary that we have people like her saying that, and basically Tucker calling that stuff out. And maybe that's part of what we need to be doing here, right? Like calling out certain countries that have clearly, right? It's not even a question, in my opinion, right? Clearly have force over a lot of our people in our government. Like that's not even a question, right? At this point.
Let's preface this a little bit more for everybody out there, because if you've been following this channel a lot, we all saw how the back channels work. The QAnon stuff, dropping stuff, following on Twitter, all those sort of things. The clandestine operations we saw, people banned off the planet, the weird people that we saw show up and start giving out disinformation. I mean, we saw all the agents out there and had a learning on there. So now if you put that in her position itself, where her friend was killed, and, Israel and blah, 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 all the other shit that we're all wondering about, how a 30-06 wouldn't go through a human body like it was, even though she did show the video from behind. That came out a couple of days ago that I happened to see that, and she was talking about it. And it doesn't show any exit wound or any extra blood or anything. It's just like you would expect from the backside itself. So now she starts reporting on this, pushback, deep state, Israel, all the bullshit that we all know that exists. They're being pushed upon her. And I'm not saying she's not giving out her own disinformation. I'm just kind of setting it up with the stuff that we've seen when we get close to something, talking about the information and the research that we put together, and then come up with an idea and then share it with you guys, whether it's wrong or right or whatever, because it's all worth a grain of salt. So that's where I put this lady at. I don't watch any of her content, just the stuff that shows up on Twitter that are the little 2 or 3 minute clips itself. So I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens, but again, it's just something you got to pay attention to about how they curtail their information. Yes, and I'm sick, chat. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and so I don't know. You said there's nothing shown here or whatever. Maybe a little bit of red on a hand, perhaps, or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
not even that. I didn't see anything. I mean, you'll see him go over to the left and the people jumping over and her talking and all that.
And again, you know, I mean, you can't.
I feel better if you if you hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment in the bottom of the video. That makes me feel a hell of a lot better.
You know, guys, if we get to like top 3 on the 50 leaderboard, Hulk will be healed immediately. So thumbs up.
Wait, we made it to 7 last week?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so. I got the proof.
Yeah, we made it to 7 last week.
Is it in our thingy here? I could show?
Don't show that. No thingies. No flesh colored thingies.
No, wait, no, we didn't get to 7 last week, dude.
What did we get to?
Did not. Lie. Hulk's a liar.
Oh.
Lie to our viewers, dude. 6. Boom. How good.
What did I say we got to?
7.
6 7. Dude, whatever the hell that means, dude.
Oh, don't even. And
Division agents, yes. Cyrus the Great.
I went golfing, at Top Golf with my son yesterday, and I think the best, and I think this is accurate. I think I even maybe texted in the Discord, but I had a hang time in one of my shots of 6.7 seconds, and of course the two, my son and his friend, are like, "Oh, 6 7." I'm like, "Oh God, yep, here we go." All right, so yeah, I think that's maybe enough of that. But we had a lot of people in the chat saying yes, they didn't trust. They didn't seem to trust her, and I thought one comment was especially interesting. Thank
Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
Get on the mic. Girl 10 says, "Good afternoon. First time listening. Leading with Nirvana was great. My son's favorite band in high school. I didn't care for him due to media, but doing research, we knew him. He knew more like Prince. I think he's still here."
Exactly. I don't know about being here, but yeah.
He was more happy to let people think he was just this kind of stupid, druggy rocker, right?
Well, that's the way that they always treat all those people once they step outside of their box. But and again, just to kind of end up on the influencer information, disinformation, whatever hell you want to call it, they're always going to give you truth. There's that 80-20 bullshit blend with the blender. They mix it around in there, and then you got to figure out where the bullshit is. So just make sure you take everything with a grain of salt, figure out the things that you know are true, and then go from there, because we all know that there's going to be a little bit of disinformation in there coming from anyone out there to get people hooked a little bit. And there's so much AI bullshit. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, it's bad. Now, let me know if I'm too loud here. I'm trying a different configuration where I'm basically a little bit more directly at the...
You could be like up 10% more, on my opinion, because you're only getting up to minus 30 on my DB reader. You haven't came back to 0 yet. Now, the clips you play are at 0, so I'm happy with the clips you're playing. It's just, you could come up. And I could turn you up in Discord, but I already got you up 5%. But that'll take your clips also. So it's just like your mic needs to go up like 10%. I mean, people in the Spaceshot chat, I'm going to go check with you guys out there as we do a quick little audio check. Yes, volume up, Spaceshot. So, yeah.
Yabba. Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. We should be good.
Down like 2%. Just come down a tad.
No. Up and down.
Up. Keep going up. You want to go up a little bit more?
I just turned it down, dude.
There, you're right there. Now, if you're going to stay there the whole time, you're actually good when you said down.
We're good where we're at. No, I'm not going to play with the mic all show, bro. We're good where we're at. We're good to go. We're good.
Yeah, Hulk is sick. That's why I sound like a totally...
Hulk can't hear anything.
Nothing wrong with me. My voice is just a little bit froggy, so we're fine.
So, have you seen anything in the news lately, Hulk? All right, that was our show. Not much to cover today, ladies and gentlemen.
45 minutes. Yeah, we're going to do like 15 minutes of commercial, get out of here in an hour.
Oh, yes. Remember, we used to do a 2-hour show. So, we have reports from around the world here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not going to play the audios. It's just a lot of very loudness, but Inside paper, 2 a.m. last night, massive protest erupt in Cuba amid fuel shortages and widespread blackouts. Protesters reportedly stormed the Commie Party headquarters in Ciego de Avila and set it on fire. So, is it just the poor conditions on the ground, Hulk, or do we have like a worldwide, movement of freedom kind of growing here? And I think this was.
Well, we did see that obviously they've been out of power for a few days, so we've seen protests on the streets just due to lack of power. They're not getting any more fuel for generators, and they were actually confiscating the fuel the locals had because obviously since Venezuela's been taken over, they're not getting that big chunk over. What are you doing? Why were you watching the?
I'm doing something from my side here, and
well, you're showing that to everybody.
No, I know. This is why you need to get you need to use some covers right there. So you need to use yourself some coverages, which is like some blockage for the screen, like a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Because my side's just seeing Hulk and Flag and this, that, and the other.
Oh, I'm watching your Discord feed.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I'm watching your Discord feed.
Yep. So that's Cuba. And we had, so that was the other one. This is just another version of this one here as well. I was just trying to get it so they actually pop up. Excuse me. So they pop up on the friggin' same screen because they don't seem to want to. So you're going to have to see that for, again, one quick second, Hulk, and I apologize. But this right here, I wanted to pull off because, my Chrome likes to play a simple game. So that's not the only place, though, Hulk, that we have a lot of this weirdness going on as well. So there we got Cuba, right? And look, it actually opened on the right screen. Massive crowds are flooding the streets of Madrid and huge support for Spain's right-wing populists like Vox demanding an end to the socialist chaos under Pedro Sanchez. What do you think?
Yeah,
Is it happening?
Well, I mean, if you look at what they just did with Ecuador out there, that FBI office was opened the first time in the history of the planet in another country like that. So they're offering. Also, I did hear last night that they have FBI in Cuba also. Why is it the FBI? I really don't know why they're announcing this coming out from our particular administration. But I find it interesting that we've opened up a field office in Ecuador and supposedly have FBI over here inside Cuba doing what I'm not exactly sure. And why it's FBI, not CIA or freaking some sort of military. Well, I wouldn't say military because we're not going to war with them, but I want to keep the peace.
Oh, I think this repost. Yeah, and so do you remember something we've talked about a few times, and I think I just posted this 3, 4, 5 in the morning here after this one. So right here, so the same video we were just watching, I said, people are reporting Cubans have attacked the communist headquarters, Hulk, or is this the script of the Confessions of an Economic Hitman playing out in front of our eyes? Go into a country, cause some chaos, overthrow the leader. Is that what we're exhibiting here, you think, perhaps? Or you think it's genuine people of the country kind of pissed off? Because, I mean, no food, no power and stuff like that. Yeah, that would piss a lot of us off, for sure. Are you muted again?
We've seen the locals speak about wanting the United States to help out, just like they did over in Canada, which I don't even know what happened to that big vote that they were doing for. Remember, they were doing it for like 2 weeks, and what part of Canada was doing all that big giant vote? But it seems like the people itself want it to happen, but the masters that are controlling the strings are like, nah, we'll let you protest a little bit, and then we'll shut it all up, and we'll go back to normal in a few weeks. I don't want to do that.
No, definitely. Yeah, it's getting crazy, dude. And a lot of, you got a lot of loyalties being questioned, right? And it's like, oh, is Trump doing this, that, and the other? So I don't even have a link for this, because I don't really want to pull it up, but I figured we could just chat about it for a sec. I'll pull one up as we go here. But BB, thoughts on BB being around? Is he? Let's just type in BB into the chat.
Wait! Before we go there, I want you to. There's a clip I threw in here, and let me find it because this gentleman is talking about our favorite conspiracy.
And just so everybody knows, this video right here is 8 months old. So this one breaking, they're actually showing BB walking through the rubble. This is an old attack right here. Just so everybody is aware.
DM?
You did throw something in the DM here. Let's take a look. See. No, that was.
There was something about somebody was talking about some QAnon stuff, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I wouldn't expect him to talk about it. I'm trying to find it currently. I think I threw it in Tip Secret, so let me go back a little bit. Ardoc is wallpapering our Discord.
Yeah, we did get to one of those already. Appreciate it, brother. And we were definitely going to get to the Kayakalis one a little bit later as well. I thought that was interesting. Definitely got a couple of his links coming up. Sure, Hulk. I'm just driving the show. If you want to, delay it any longer, I mean,
well, go ahead and do what you. Here it is. Here it is. Found it right here. This is Matt. Whatever. Let me drop it to you because I thought this was interesting.
I mean, people enjoy waiting. It's cool.
Does that link come? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just dropped it in your
DM. Let's see. Where are you? Go.
I'm just surprised he said this, dude. And I was like, huh. That's kind of interesting.
Dude, I effing can't stand this dude. I'll play it, but I cannot stand this friggin' idiot who lives apparently in South America nowadays. Yeah, Trey was living Israel for last. I can't play this dude. I'm sorry. I just can't even look at his ugly face, dude. It's just he's such a piece of shit. So creepy. And he's not even living in this country, dude. That's the worst part about it all. But yeah, we'll get around to that. But anyways, so people are reporting essentially today, chances that BB is dead are very high, right? And then we're seeing no physical appearance in days, AI fake speech yesterday. So now they're saying, oh, well, look at the fingers on some of these videos. And I see what they're talking about. But then when I go to the actual footage and try to slow it down, admittedly, it was 3 a.m. after we were done playing video games last night. So may have been a little not clear-headed as I normally would have been. But I looked through a few of them, and they didn't appear to be the same thing. And now maybe I missed the spots in which they're talking about. But we know AI always has problems with fingers and stuff like that along the line. So any thoughts that you want to make on it? And I'm sure this is the one that will come up. So this is the one that we see all the time. And then maybe I got to find the right spot in it, but you see, one finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I mean? And at one point, it almost looks like it's not even a knuckle there. So I don't know if they're, let's see, turn the sound down just for in case here, but. So you guys can tell me if you think is it just a glitch? It's
the crease inside of his hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that what that is? Like what we're seeing here more clearly than that? Because that, and then they actually show this other hand later on. So again, the time in which I looked, and it's just, and why is it? That whole hand is kind of fuzzy. It's not very clear, but again, allegedly he's not made any speeches other than this publicly. And so how long has it been since he's been? No physical appearance in days. So again, we're just going to have to, 48 hour, 72 hour rule essentially on this thing. Are you muted?
It could
again?
be. I mean, when you come down to it, I mean, it could be a possibility. Iran would piss off a lot of people if they did it. And obviously, BB here has been an outspoken advocate of wiping Iran off the map. So yeah, put your money where your mouth is. And I guess he lost here at this point. But then this is also destroying Israel if we really get into it. The amount of attacks, damage, political change. If he's gone, who knows what's happened as Israel's kind of dismantled a little bit along with Iran. But I think the Iran thing is going to be a little bit of a bigger problem because obviously they got a lot more land to hide shit. If we still have 60% refined uranium in the country in some sort of mountain bunker or something like that normal commercial use that you're going to use for like a nuclear power plant would be 6% or something like that. So they have these big giant kind of ingots that are size of a basketball or whatever in size that have this material in there buried in some sort of mountain. And obviously the United States ain't going to blow the thing up because we don't need, 10, 20 pounds being blown all over the desert in Iran by throwing some Moabs in there. So the only way you're going to get it is to put boots in the ground and go in there and try to dig that shit up. Now, some of the videos that we were seeing afterwards as they're monitoring some of the sites that they were digging out the tunnels to seem to get some sort of the access of the stuff that was protected deep in these underground bunkers and stuff like that. So little things like that. And then you throw up on top of the inside the United States about the whole California drones Iran thing that came exploding out of CBS News, out of fake news. That came out there, but then we did see the largest contract given to Anduril to develop some drone systems and whatnot and defensive systems. It was like huge amount of money, like $86 billion or whatever. So, and then they're also trying to throw a couple of 20 billion at hardening the infrastructure inside the United States. Because if you start getting these drones that are flying around and start dropping on top of just local power distribution centers in the local area or whatever, once a few of those go down, it's going to take out a big chunk of the area that it's connected to. And everybody saw what happened. I think under Obama, where like a big chunk of the East Coast went down, if you remember that. So just things to put into your head and things to think about.
Yeah, and I talked with you, I think, a little bit yesterday about, a discussion with Ghost, and I had asked him about, about that scenario, right? Like the, what's that movie again? Sum of All Fears, right? Like, hey, they got a bomb somewhere. If you guys, follow through with this stuff, we're going to, blow whatever up and you're going to lose X amount of people, right? So you're going to basically follow along with us until you go find, the device or something along those lines, right? And I said, what would prevent somebody from just going out there and just saying, hey, this person said if we roll on him, essentially he's gonna, and he just off the cuff said, I don't know, where's Bibi Netanyahu nowadays? And so I don't know if that was a reference to him being missing, or if that was just kind of a jokey thing there, or if that was serious or not. But that comment was made as well. So is it some of these folks there? And by all accounts, as we kind of talked about on Table of Titans the other day, it's interesting that Iran came out and was condemning, China was condemning Iran for its attack on neighbors. So it's like, wait, what? And then Russia's like, we got 2 million Russians in Israel, so I don't know if we're going in there.
So did we see the cardboard cutout of Bibi Netanyahu yet? Like we saw at the Khalil or whatever it was over in Iran?
Oh, no, I'm here. I'm alive. Kaboom. Get him to come up and poke his head up enough to see, so let's see.
Yeah, so they're saying that if he's not dead, he's maimed and missing a leg.
Really?
That's official reports, yeah. That's the son of Khamenei.
Ooh, thing. You know what? And actually, I had this. Probably should have had it for this part of the show, anyways. I had all my links here, and which one is this one? Okay, I thought this was interesting too. So remember too, we had what happened when we went over there. We essentially we asked UK if we could use like a carrier or something that we could use.
Can you show something else out on the screen besides this?
I'm about to. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, just leave either the Hulk and Spaceshot up if you're going to talk and not show anything, because I don't want to keep bouncing back between windows.
What?
I'm following what's inside your Discord.
Right here.
So
right?
all I'm asking is when you're not talking about this subject on BB or whatever, just throw up a Hulk and Spaceshot show or something, or your profile or whatever, because we've been staring at this thing for like 3 or 4 minutes.
You ain't going to see it though. So look.
Well, I'm just saying it's what we're looking at on my feed because you got the control of the show.
I do. So zip it, okay? Zippy long stockings. Here we go. Iranian leader purchased luxury London homes with Israeli financing. You want to try that one? Mojapa. Khamenei's reported $3 billion financial empire includes $48 million London home financed by Israeli brothers despite decades of conflict between the country. What was it we were asking them for? We wanted to use something to do a puddle jump or something to go attack Iran, and they told us no. And then after the fact, Trump said, oh, Keir Starmer wants to send some carriers over. No thanks, we're a little late on that one, right?
Well, this morning it came out that Trump put out a tweet this morning saying that offering the rest of the countries, UK, China, everybody, including Japan, if you guys want to put some ships over here in the Strait of Hormuz, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and protect your own ships because since you guys can't get any financing to insure these particular boats themselves and they're just sitting there, then why don't you go ahead and bring over your military and protect your boats, and then you can escort them through the Strait of Hormuz. So that sets up two things. Is A, Trump's not asking for help. It tells them that either if China comes in, then, obviously the whole alignment with Iran falls apart because now they're supporting the United States as a military leader in the particular region area. So if you want to come help the United States secure global shipping lanes, and which means you get 70% of your oil out of Iran, and we just blew up that big giant island where they export like 90% of their oil off of that little island that Ardoc was talking about on Thursday. Yeah, we blew the F out of that thing, and it no longer exists on the planet itself and won't be rebuilt for a very, very, very long time. So that squeezes China, India, because this is where they're getting a lot of that oil from. So I'm not saying India's got some sort of military or anything like that, but they're saying if you want to protect your own shit, you better bring your own military, and you can protect through the Strait of Hormuz. So if Iran wants to attack you, then we're okay with that. Then we can work as a coalesce thing against Iran. No, we can't do that. We want to support Iran. Iran should be free, but they're terrorists. You see the quandrum that it throws everybody in?
Yes. Very interesting. I mean, it's very tumultuous. It's screwing up a lot of issues there. It's exposing a lot of things too. And so some people would say, right, you have certain people reporting that maybe it's our original enemy is the biggest problem, which would be the UK, right? And maybe they're behind a lot of things, because that's what some people are reporting, that, hey, they are the country that pulls us into all these other wars. And as we know, that little country in the Middle East with the small hats here, they are usually told, we're usually told those are the people that are bringing us in. And we do know during, I can guarantee you if we get rid of Saddam Hussein, it would have positive reverberations throughout the Middle East, right? So we know who said that. Mr. Is he legless now? Said that the other day, or many, many years ago. So is it possible? I mean, maybe they're breaking up this alliance. It seems interesting that UK did not want to get involved in the first hit, right? But then later on, they were kind of jumping in like, oh, yeah, we'll send a carrier. And then Trump at that point says, nah, I'm good. You think?
That's maybe. But, this story that you got sitting right there out in front, the first thing that I thought about is if this is the London Square area where they have the banking financial systems, and if everybody remembers way back in 2018-19, the Holy See was raided there at that point, and they were looking at the financial transactions of land holdings in this particular area that you got the story up on, that they were selling these pieces at well-valued under market to their particular friends and then reaping all the extra money. And that whole raid at the Holy See happened, and then Bill Barr went over there with Durham, and then we never saw anything after that. But just to put a little context into what we've seen out of this particular deal, and we're talking like, I think it was like 150 billion worth of land, like an ungodly amount of land that they were messing around with.
Ooh, that reminds me of a story too. Do you remember when the Vatican had this thing, had to have like all of their finances pulled onto the same like umbrella? This was
just to throw this out. I went and double checked here, and Epoch Times has got articles out there that we blew up the tiny Iranian fuel island. So I'm seeing lots of articles out there that we blew the F out of it. Somebody's out there, we didn't blow up the island. I saw a video last night, and there's articles out there, so we just pounded the crap out of it.
What's it called? KARG, right? KHARG. I'm just going off of memory from the show the other day here. So this is Central Command. Yeah. This is the one Ardoc said that they, and it makes sense that you would rightfully want to keep, because, right, would you want to just blow up a bunch of oil, or do you want to keep the assets for yourself? Let me read it first here quick. Yep, March 14th. So last night, U.S. forces executed a large-scale precision strike on KARG Island, Iran. The strike destroyed naval mine storage facilities, missile storage bunkers, and multiple other military sites. U.S. forces successfully struck more than 90 Iranian military targets on KARG Island while preserving the oil infrastructure. That's the key right there. So, dude, that is just I mean, what are we looking at here?
Here's my comment. Wasted.
Wasted. It's like the end of. I mean, too, you can't even get an idea of the scale here. Like those plumes could be ginormous, but you're seeing it from how many thousand feet in the air. And Hulk, can you entertain the folks for about 30 seconds while I hit the peepers? Quickie.
Yeah, as long as you get this off the screen for a second.
All right, what do you want me to put on? You want me to see that? How's that?
There you go. We'll do the Hulk and Spaceshot. Did you go out there and try to follow Hulk and Spaceshot yet? You can go hit the Twitter feeds out there, on the Rumble feeds. I'm going to talk with you guys in chat, see what's going on. Since Spaceshot has left us in control for the short few minutes that we're at. We appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with us. Let's get into the chat and see what you guys are talking about. We'll go check the guys over here at Spaceshot side. We got, let's see, check up 266 thumbs up on Spaceshot side. How many do I got? We got 126 with 2 thumbs down. We love you thumbs down guys that just sit in the chat and thumbs down the whole time. We appreciate you. And it came over to Spaceshot, gave him a thumbs down, 2 people. So we appreciate you guys here. We love the haters. How's everybody's Saturday morning doing? I'm still drinking coffee. It's almost empty. I'm still thinking I should go get a refill. And my voice sounds like crap, so I appreciate it. And Spaceshot doing all the extra show prep today, so I could just basically sleep in a little bit longer. I appreciate that. Uh-oh. Coffee's getting extremely dangerously low. I'll probably go refill it here in a little bit. Did you guys get a chance to go out there and follow the Hulk and Spaceshot show out on Twitter? I recommend to go out there so you could drop a song, leave a song. We will be figuring out who the big giant exit song is going to be. And yeah, the new Tom McDonald album is out, which is a possibility for that one right there. We also have My Balls Are Stuck in My Zipper, banned in 1950. You guys are trolling. It was recommended this song by YouTube. Not really sure how my algorithm, mostly murder shows, got here, but here we are.
Murder shows?
This is from Jamie, who's trolling Twitter, and the song came up. And the song's name is My Balls Are Stuck in My Zipper, banned in 1950.
Oh, I did listen
that is
to
out in the feed. Yes, it is out there. So Dominion votes out there. Let me drop this for everybody out there.
I'm wondering, Hulk, is that really a song from the 50s, or is it some AI thing that somebody made recently?
It's probably going to be AI rolling. 100%.
Let's see. I got to maybe refreshy. I got nothing on here. Or maybe that's my post here. So clicky.
That's your post. You got to go to my post.
Yeah, this is one. And yeah, I think there was a couple of other ones that were very much along those lines as well. Another Tom McDonald one. Same song, different tune. Buddy in on Chief, drop that one here. Candace Wagner. We got no hearts though. Oh, we got a couple of hearts from Hollywood Vampires, people who died.
Dude, that's Johnny Depp's band. He plays is it bass or guitar? Rhythm guitar, I don't remember.
Has an actor ever killed a president before? So yeah, we need some more votes over here, guys and gals. Put your votes up there. Yeah, this is interesting, dude. So if that's correct, they took out and this is the original, the official one, right? Yeah, Central Com. So this is where
China
we need to go.
India are kind of effed right now. But also, all the refineries are slowing down because they don't have any place to put oil right now. So the Mideast is kind of a little bit of a scramble. And remember, we still take that heavy crude from the Mideast to be able to be refined in the United States, and we send our sweet, nice, clean crude out that we don't refine inside the United States. And California likes to get fuel from like Singapore because they're stupid.
Singapore?
Yeah, that's
really?
Singapore and like 2 other places that actually make this low carbon air, whatever fuel they talk about they use for California. As we're losing refineries, we're losing like 4 in a year and a half. So it's like 20% of the capacity. So fuel prices are well over $5 So that's happening to California. They're going to get screwed. But, Gavin Newsom's idea was, I'm just going to buy more fuel from Venezuela. Well, good luck with that one. So that's changed. And then remember, Trump had signed the executive order with military, blah, 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 saying we're going to reindustrialize the Pacific Basin. And guess what? Just by mysterious coincidence, the United States found the second largest oil reserve next to what they said that was in Texas that's going to power 70% of the fuel needs in the United States is just by the Texas Permian Basin. They found the second largest one in the United States, and it's off the Gulf of California. So they're going to start digging into that thing. So we got more than enough fuel. We just got to get the system up and running and be able to do that.
Dropping this for Ardoc over here. He's saying, not about the nukes, because this would have been an off-ramp to allow Trump to declare victory with no seed to put boots on the ground. So he's saying, it's a report saying Trump rejects Putin's plan to move Iran's uranium.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Where is it? And I don't want to blow it up, and we don't want them to have it and wait 20 years to go dig it back up out of the ground. So I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Right. Okay, so moving right along here, Hulk. Right down the line here. Let me get down here. So we did a little bit.
Hulk nearly made me shoot the coffee out of my nose. What did I say was so funny?
Which one? Stop! You're making it come out of my nose. Did you hear about this one last night? Was it last night? And this again was super duper. Well, when I saw it, it was super duper late. Big explosion on the highway. I don't know if that's the parking area, Hulk. I don't know if that's where you're supposed to park a bunch of explosives. So back then,
the fuel truck or something.
Yeah, and they were saying, "Oh, we're trying to find out if it's like a foreign owner or what the deal is. What the deal is on there." And then there's your mayor of Cincinnati. Interesting. So, FTAB Pure Val. Okay.
Well, that was the other thing they were talking about, because there was a large explosion damage down in the Texas refinery area. I can't remember the exact name of the area that they were doing, but it was on fire and people are reporting it. And it's a pretty big major thing that happened down there. And some people are asking, was that part of this terrorism thing? Because we're not hardening or protecting any of this major infrastructure the way we should.
So they're trying to. People are trying to report it's connected to a foreign entity. So I don't, 48-hour rule, I would say, on this one for sure. On that one. So, well, we touched on this. Was this the one that you touched on? Because let's just see. There's so much fraud, so little time. We're not playing the thing, but massive California taxpayer healthcare fraud scheme. Was that the same one that you had all these? Different places in one area in Sherman Oaks, was it? Or is this
Van
a different
Nuys,
one?
California. I still can't believe this. That 16% of the Medicaid budget goes to Van Nuys, California for their convalescent and the hell else do they call it?
Hospice.
The hospice. So it seems like, they were carting these people in hospice care to different locations so they can rebill again. They were also taking people who were in the hospital but are elderly but didn't go into hospice, and then policing their particular Medicaid benefits and saying that they're in hospice care or whatever, and cycle them through the system itself. And then making up all the fake things, dude. So 16% in one city. They found like 700 hospice cares inside, I think it's Van Nuys, in this one little area. And it's impossible. They're making all this shit up. So way worse than what's happening in Minnesota. And I mean, we haven't seen any of those guys show up yet. I mean, I'm not sure what Cash and them are doing.
Seemingly not much, right? Let's see. So this is from I think it's Jules, Juls, Jules or Jules. I'd say Jules Patriot. It says, dropped the $2 Rumble rant. It says, Trump spoke about taking Iran and the island in 1988. He said then we need to stop the regime and give them freedom back then. And then G Fonts came in with $1 Rumble rant. It says, Britain gets 90% of their oil via Iran and BP. but claims it comes from Azerbaijan, which is Iran's northern neighbor, who would also acquire much of their petrol via the Caspian Sea. And then another Dollar Rumble rant continued on from GFonts 119. Says, and interestingly, Azerbaijan has what could be called an island of territorial land, that's a quote there, inside and entirely surrounded by Iran on all sides, most likely a major source for the extraction of LNG, liquid natural gas. Interesting. Any thoughts on that, Hulk? That's pretty interesting.
On which particular part?
Where they may be getting their oil from, or, and again, I'm not, a logistics guy, and I'm not many things. So, I'm not sure about the actual oil, but it has been said that BP's been in there since the early 1900s? British Petroleum.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the history itself. We do know that they were making some sort of land concessions with China and whatnot to be able to bypass a lot of the sea travel, but they're still going around no matter what along the long way. Like, I think our doc said 70% of the oil they need to come from that side. So I don't know, crazy thoughts.
Yeah, so we'll see. So appreciate you guys. And GFonts is our reference poster here. Listen to a second of this. This is interesting because 87. It's an 87-year-old man. 87-year-old Nevada doctor's identity was used to file 76,000 claims representing $600 million in Los Angeles. So, dude, how bad is the system where you can process $600 million in Los Angeles from a doctor's office in Nevada? I mean, it's not Las Vegas, right? I mean, I've never billed Medicare for any of these patients. What does this remind you of, Hulk? Does this remind you of any other videos we've presented
Laundering
in the last...
money?
Yeah. Well, yeah, James O'Keefe, right? Going up to the house. Excuse me, ma'am, have you donated to, Act Blue? Oh, yeah, probably. Do you think you donated like 5,000 times to the tune of, 200 and something thousand? Oh, no way. Maybe like $50 or something like that. Oh, well, they have you down here as doing the same type of thing that's going on here. But they're doing it under healthcare fraud rather than just donations as well. So maybe I keep it in California. I got a couple other California stories. Do you know? And we're going to get back to New York as well.
I think Steve Hilton's running for governor, if I remember right. I get confused which one's running for LA City Mayor, which is coming up, and then also the big election that's coming up. And looks like 2 Republicans are going to take the lead, and they're kind of freaking out here at this point.
Is my link to... What the heck? All right. I got it.
All the pre-show organization that he has built up over here.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get back to California. We're just gonna go right down the line here. Did you see Mr. Bobby De Niro? His comments?
Screw De Niro.
Yes, exactly. Screw De Niro.
Who cares?
Robert De Niro says he has no choice but to leave New York City after Mondami officially became mayor. According to De Niro, the new administration wants to take nearly half of his savings simply because he's considered wealthy. I haven't worked in some time. My savings are all I have. Da, 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 da. I mean, this whole thing is a big joke over here. And I can't watch, even Goodfellas, dude, stuff like that anymore. I can't watch anymore with knowing what a shill this guy is and such a evil piece of crap, dude.
We didn't know they were retarded until later in life, so it's the little shit that we got to deal with, dude. So yeah, remember the photo I showed you on Thursday where they sold the fucking tires off the bus, dude? Seriously, what the hell kind of problems in New York you got to freaking be dealing with where they're gonna steal the tires and front axle off your freaking commuter bus?
Yeah, savages, right? Let's see, Hulk. So, I heard this guy was like your next door neighbor. You know this guy?
Isn't that a photo of you? I thought you got your teeth fixed.
Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. Oh, crap. I wasn't supposed to dox myself. Evil. Sentenced to 355 years for molesting kids as young as 5, admits he still has desires. You guessed it. Released signed by Gavin Newsom.
There's like a pack of him that they released, like a 12-pack of these dudes that all came out. So
a 12-pack.
Dude, I can't believe that they allow that to happen out there. They need to save space because it costs money to house these guys because they're child molesters. And if they allow them into general population, they're going to get killed, which I'm okay with because that's normally street justice. And then we don't have to house them anymore and they won't release them. So instead of doing that, and I'll allow evolution to take its course in the jail system, just let them go so they can reoffend.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't want to play itself there.
Mike etiquette.
I'm always Mike. Assembly Bill 2727 aims to bar serious sexual offenders from elderly parole, raising eligibility age and time served requirements for other offenses. To bar serious sexual offenders from elderly parole, right? So they're basically saying, Hulk, hey, you know what? This guy, he did 20 years or whatever, but now he's really old. You can't do that to him. He's old. Look at him. He's old.
Well,
So
there was one I was reading earlier this week about this young dude, mid-20s, who raped like 5 or 7 kids or whatever, and then they went through the whole court case, and they gave him like 115 years. And the judge decided to let him off on probation for gender confusion. Sorry, he's confused. I was like, what? Burn them. Burn them.
Bad. It is bad, bro. It is really bad. And maybe I should have popped this in there, but I don't know. I didn't see much. To me, he didn't look different. You let me know. Do you think he sounded like he was all puckered up after this one? I'll let you listen to the beginning and then the before and the after here. So Scott Bessent sitting down, having a little interview yesterday, and just for a little context, everybody in the chat, everybody's saying, oh, this is when he found out BB died. And so again, don't know, you tell me in the chat, and Hulk, you let me know, does his voice sound, oh, he's all bunged up when he came back?
I listened to you on the
the president wants you. Sorry, the president wants you right away.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem at all. See you shortly, Mr. Secretary.
You can work that in.
Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the president? Was he stressed?
No, the president is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule. And I have to tell you, Wolf, that I've a teenager who's considering military service, and I could give this team my highest compliment, from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
You muted?
Thoughts, sir?
Yeah, just told him his gay leader's dead.
Sorry, your boyfriend's gone. Sorry.
I don't know. That's my first deal. He does have some news, so either Trump tore into him for some particular reason, that stuff he needs to get done, because Trump never attacks the person. He's attacking the problem and the situation that needs to be dealt with and what the solution's going to be, because he wants to fix things. That's the way Trump likes to do it. So if he put the screws to Bessent about something particular or just told him the bad news, I'm not sure.
Yeah, interesting. And we do have in Jules Patriot says Fox, thank you for the $20 Rumble rant, says Fox played Trump interview from 1988 this morning. Very interesting. I mean, he's been saying this for a very long time, right? He's been saying, we have problems with Iran. I can't believe they've done what they did. Like, they took our people and we just do nothing about it,
What, Israel itself?
Oh, no, Iran.
Oh, well, because I just remember Israel talking about how Iran's a week away from building a nuclear bomb for the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah, they are very soon they will have complete. It's like, oh God, very close to. It's like, and I think I may have said it even back then. Even we had this talk last week about when they went back into Iran. I think I said the same thing when they went and hit the their nuclear infrastructure. I said it's never going to be enough, right? It's never going to be enough. They're going to always want more. And maybe in that bloodlust for just wanting more, they're going to ultimately, out themselves, which is very possible, very possible.
Morning, Dow.
Yeah, and Mr. G Fonts, and you don't have to put a rumble rant there, Jules, but let me know how I should be pronouncing that. Jules or Jules, Patriot? Says De Niro was in a series called 0 Days where he plays the president and they do a coup d'etat against him. They talk about pronouns and it makes me think he's been acting like he's against Trump. I don't know. He seems pretty vitriol against him, dude. I don't know. And then G Fonts 119 says, right, likely having their illegal patsies and such to cut from the fraud and theft, then take suitcases full of cash overseas to be laundered via anonymous donations back to the DCCC. Thank you for that one there. Yeah, I mean, one point, and I showed the clip in the very beginning of the show, Hulk, right? The clip of the 1.7, what was it, $1 billion in cash that they had to send these guys. Not such a good situation. Right?
It's their money. I mean, it's just part of that banking thing. And since we have them on a watch list, and we can't do international banking with them, we need to go to 2 places in the United States with 2 big giant airplanes and fill them up with $1.7 billion of the cash. And then they went over to Switzerland to pick up a little bit more, and then drop that stuff off in the middle of the runway of Iran just to pay them back.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to see here. So yeah, I mean, as we're talking about, our buddy Ardoc did, like you said, he was carpet bombing us this morning. So let me pull this one over here. I thought this was an interesting comment, to say the least. Sprinter Press posts out, the head of the EU's foreign policy department, Kaja Kallas, stated that the U.S. is trying to weaken the EU and that Washington, quote, wants to divide Europe using tactics employed by the EU's opponents, as it, quote, does not like the European Union, according to Financial Times. And this says, EU must stick together against Trump's hostile tactics, says top diplomat. Kaja Kallas says Washington seeks to pick apart European governments which wield less power individually. And I believe our friend Ardoc did put a comment onto that as well. Says there are some senior level intel voices now saying openly that because of events that Israel may cease to be a state within 20 years. Could be interesting.
Saving Israel for last?
I don't know. You tell me, dude. Okay, thanks,
Weezy. I don't know. I'm new.
It's
my first day on the internet, so I don't know.
I mean, I kept saying Jules, but it didn't have an E. So, maybe if you put like a little dash above the U, Jules. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for the correction there on that one. So Hulk, I don't know why, why people seem to attack the Muzzies out there, It seems to me like there's a lot of undue Muslim hate, of course it's not everybody, right? It's not everybody. So let's just take a listen to a little clip of some recent news. And remember, we're the bad guys. Us, infidels.
Here's what jihadis have done in the U.S. in the last week. 1 shoots up a bar in Austin, Texas, kills 2, shoots 14. Another one lights a Molotov cocktail and throws it at Christians in New York City. Another one throws a nail bomb or shrapnel IED at Christians in New York City. Another one tries to bomb a Southwest flight going from Nashville to Fort Lauderdale. Another one throws another IED shouting Allahu Akbar at a protest near Gracie Mansion in New York City. Another one makes a bomb threat and forces a plane to land in Atlanta. Another one drops a bomb threat at Kansas City Airport. And the DHS is reporting that jihadi threats against churches across the U.S. right now are completely exploding. Radical Islam, for some reason, is the one religion that the left will fight for till their dying breath, for whatever reason. And Christianity is somehow always the problem. Funny how that works. Here's what jihadis have done.
They're Hulksies? I mean,
sorry, I was playing with audio.
I think they get a bad rap. I mean, of course, I'm saying
just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, it's not like that they've doing any bad stuff over here. Tried to throw a bomb inside of a crowd of people that turned out just to smoke a whole lot. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Again, they want to take over the infidels, and we are them, and they are here, and we're dumb enough to allow them to stay. So it's going to be a problem because, they're playing the long game 20, 30 years from now when they have enough voting population here, and we don't need guns.
Right? It's kind of ridiculous. Hey, look it's Singh Sukhanov, non-domiciled CDL.
That got pulled from California over here, those CDLs. So they're saying the non-domiciled group out of California, Washington, and New Mexico have all been pooled.
Now, what does that mean exactly?
So the 17,000 ones that they pointed out and says you guys, anyone that's listed as a non-domicile residence is going to be null and void because you didn't verify their address or whatever their papers are, those sort of things. So they told them we're going to pull your funding if you don't do that. So the state stepped up, and California's like, well, we're going to take a look at them because some of them are legal, non-domicile, blah, blah, blah. So we're not going to adhere to all of it, but some of it. So now I saw some protesters, they were protesting out in front of the people that control the licenses and shit like that in California. I thought it was kind of funny. It's like, a couple of illegal immigrants out there.
And they should be, right? It's a dangerous situation. Dude. I got one in the funnies for you later, dude, that I don't know what the hell's happening to some people out there, but either people are being replaced with something or people are just doing some really, really, really bad plastic surgery. And maybe it's a combination of the both. I don't know. But yeah, you're going to love that one later, dude. That is some banana stuff. Let's see. What else do we got on this tip? Did you see... this was a very interesting one, I thought, here. And see, some of them open up here on this browser, some open on the other one here. Let's see what they're reporting here. It's pretty interesting.
This is her security guard dude.
Crockett.
Crockett's security guard dude that went kind of nuts and went on a cop chase and led him into some sort of, I can't remember what it was, an area, and it was a standoff, and they killed him. It's kind of interesting how we keep running into crazy people associated with these left democratic Marxist people here that end up doing bad things.
Oh man, white boy, you don't know what you talking about. She from the inner city, man. Oh wait, that's right. Didn't she go to a private school, like high school, at $20,000 a semester? That's right, I forgot. Hold on.
These images of Mike King standing close to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett shows how trusted he was as part of her security detail while she's been in office and while on the campaign trail during her recent run for a U.S. Senate seat. Multiple law enforcement sources say King was the man shot and killed after a standoff with Dallas police SWAT officers on Wednesday night. Police say he was chased into a hospital parking garage where he barricaded himself inside a vehicle before he was forced out by tear gas and pulled a gun on officers. These images of
So he got unalived, and that happens when you pull a pistola or a weapon out on them. What do you think, dude? I mean,
hole puncher.
Yeah, didn't they say, got Dallas cops don't play right here. So, according to CBS News, Texas and law enforcement standoff is when they tried to arrest him on an active warrant for impersonating a law enforcement officer while running an off-duty police placement service. He fled to a hospital parking lot, barricaded, tear gassed out, pulled a gun on SWAT, leading him to be fatally shot.
Some of these people, they get into like a position where they have some sort of security team, and obviously since they were protecting congressmen, whatever, they get some special treatment a little bit so they can play kind of half cop. But since obviously Crockett's out and he's not doing any protecting, he probably got into some problem of continuing to operate as that type of action to other people that weren't Congress, or you didn't have any security clearance for it. So they started asking questions, and he probably bolted for it because he's probably doing some illegal shit with it too.
Unreal. Yeah, I mean, never good, dude. But hey, guess what? The good news is she's not going to need security for much longer, right? Or
nope, I think she's packing up and going home because she ain't going to make it to the Senate.
She's done, dude. She's done. And again, scheduling, and disorganized Hulk. How many mosques do you think are in the United States? And this is, I think we've covered this in the past, but like, how many do you think are in California? And I don't know if this is an accurate estimate or not, but would you have any guess as to how many you think would be in California before I pull it onto the screen?
What's that?
Mosques.
Oh God, probably freaking 700.
Yeah, not bad. Pretty close. It says here 481. I don't know, but so this is Kevin.
Oh, so
Sorbo.
there's more in Texas.
Yeah, what did he play? He played.
Oh no! I thought Texas had way more.
New York 5. This is Kevin Sorbo. I forget what TV show he was on. So he's an actor. He's not a statistician, but 570, 480. But I think I looked this up the other day. How many churches in Texas? You'd think. You'd be surprised.
A lot.
Any guesses?
No, I don't.
In tech. So when we say, "Oh my God, there's 500," whatever, or this, that, and the other, would you be surprised? Would you be surprised to know that they say, according to data from Cause IQ, there are approximately 33,000 religious organizations and churches in Texas. Just in Texas. 33,000. 33,000. Wow. And you got to remember, I don't know, your state's probably longer top to bottom, I would guess. I don't know. How long does it take to drive from the tip of, the bottom south of California to the tip of California?
Dude, it's like freaking 1,500 miles, bro. It's like driving halfway across the United States.
I know it's like 12 hours driving east to west through Texas, but I think it's longer, right? Going through Florida up to California.
It'd probably be 12 hours, maybe 10, 12 hours to get to the Oregon border, I think.
So it's approximately the same width-wise as you guys are lengthwise, top to bottom. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't know, Hulky. I don't know. It's gonna
be fun. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm just going right down the line here. Did you guys see? And we covered this the other day, and I just want to get your first, because there was some other talk about another shooting that happened a long time ago, and I just wanted to get your comments, or if anybody in the chat just happens to see what I'm seeing in this picture here. And is it going to show me the same picture? Oh, it never shows in the same picture. The guy, I'll probably have to upload it separately, but the guy that was in the that responded to that synagogue in Michigan looked very similar to a guy from another event that we had in a place called something Hook, Connecticut, years and years ago. Like, it looked like almost the identical dude, like almost Hulk. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting. All right, Hulky, I think it's time that we stop and we do ourselves a little, see what we got for commercial breaks here quick, as we are an hour and a half into our show.
Yay!
We'll see what we got on the menu, if we do have anything here. And she says Jules, Jewels. Okay, so thank you. And then says, seems many had several COVID vaccines, are going nuts about Texas Abbott accepting millions from Islamists. 89% are on welfare, 350 plus mosques in Texas funneled taxpayer money through 502c3s. And this is just in Texas. So pretty crazy.
Yay.
Hey, all right. What do you got, Hulk? Anything on the docket there that we can do? And let me put this over here for the folks.
Let me do a quick refresh.
I do have the commercial one there, but I don't have it loaded into here.
There's a Drive Growth HQ and a Rumble Wallet.
Let me see what we got. I got Kids Guide. Maybe I need to refresh because it's only showing me that one. Only showing me. Please stand stick by, guys. I got Kids Guide. Rumble Premium. Yeah, we can do a Rumble Wallet.
That's fine. I hit the button.
Quickie. Clicky.
Commercial! Break for 30 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they can freeze your accounts. They can shut off your cards. Lock you out of your own money overnight. Banks don't protect you. They control you. That's why real financial freedom starts with ownership. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for people who refuse to give up control. And with Rumble Wallet, you don't just buy digital currency like Bitcoin and Tether. You can own Tether Gold, real gold on the blockchain. Through Tether Gold, you get direct ownership of physical gold bars, each one fully allocated, verifiable by serial number, purity, and weight. This is not paper gold. This is not an IOU. This is real gold without bank vaults, storage fees, or gatekeepers. You can buy, sell, or move it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when traditional gold markets are closed. And if you want, Tether Gold can be redeemed for physical gold. That's power. And when you support creators on Rumble, you can tip them directly using Rumble Wallet, peer-to-peer and outside the banking system. No permissions, no middlemen, no cancel button. This wallet is yours forever. Boom.
Break for 30 seconds.
So Hulk, have you seen that on there?
What's that?
Have you? You're much more techie than I am, and you mess around with these things a lot more than I do. But the thing on there where it says you can buy gold into it, like I've not gone into the thing to like look at any of the to the things to see if there is things for offer. Like I only see like where somebody had donated like $50 in Ethereum a few weeks ago. But I don't know if there's something in the app where you can actually go and look around for stuff.
Not that I'm aware of anything like that, because you can buy USD, Tether, Bitcoin, all those sort of things. So I haven't seen it where, oh yeah, convert it to gold. No, I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Oh, so we can't do that. Okay. Well, there's one more one I wanted to show here, dude, which was, I know we've showed this in the past, but I think this goes to the history of, again, let me block this here. So remember what we've been told, like I showed you a little while ago, and this is only like a minute, but let me make sure we're unmuted here. So this is just going back to the history, and it's a historic thing where they talk about, remember the infidels in America, we hate them because they're the great, whatever, and they do this, that, and the other. Well, is that really the reason they have a problem with us?
Country, right, was having its sailors taken as slaves by the Barbary states, the states of the Ottoman Empire in North Africa.
Tripoli.
Shores
of Tripoli.
Shores of Tripoli. Ships stopped. Its crews carried off into slavery. We estimate 1.5 million European and American slaves taken between 1750 and 1815. Jefferson and Adams went to their ambassador in London and said, why do you do this to us? The United States has never had a quarrel with the Muslim world of any kind. We weren't in the Crusades. We weren't in the war in Spain. Why do you do this to our people and our ships? Why do you plunder and enslave our people? And the ambassador said very plainly, Mr. Abdul Rahman said, because the Quran gives us permission to do so, because you are infidels. And that's our answer. And Jefferson said, well, in that case, I will send a navy which will crush your state, which he did. And a good thing, but too. Islamic fundamentalism is not created by American democracy. It's a lie to say so. It's a masochistic lie. And it excuses those who are the real criminals, and it blames us for the attacks made upon us. Don't have anything to do with it. In 1788.
So it's
same thing Israel does?
It's been a long history of it, bro, right?
I'm just saying, there's history repeats itself.
What is the prevailing thought? It's like, oh, we're the evil, the evil empire that, just allows people to do whatever and just to be evil all the time, right? Like, I don't know what the whole prevailing thought is, but clearly they were already messing with us in the late 1700s to the point where like, oh, you want to mess around? All right, F around and find out. I think our country, is a melting pot here. Let's take a listen. I'll read a little bit of this and maybe we'll show a little bit of it. But Amy Meck is saying, warning America, we're being conquered. A new Muslim-only marketplace app is spreading from Florida nationwide, and it's not what it pretends to be. Go Marhaba is engineered to lock every Muslim dollar inside the Ummah and starve non-Muslim businesses. This is an economic jihad. English pitch. Redirect spending to Muslim-owned businesses, keep money circulating within their community, build strength for our faith. The Ummah is strengthening. I don't know what the Ummah is. If anybody, Hulk, I don't know if you know what the Ummah is.
No,
you can
I
maybe
don't.
look it up. But to truth, no filter. A boycott, a section, then a redirect. Quote, if we don't create the alternatives, people will go back to what they used to buy before, meaning non-Muslim infidel businesses. Quote, you have to go around the Islamic community without going outside, put the dollar between us, Translation, boycott non-Muslims, build Muslim-only options, trap wealth inside forever, achieve total economic independence from non-Muslims. So, proof it's exclusionary, first, to list a business. Is this owned by a Muslim? Answer, no. Process ends. Non-Muslims are blocked and invisible.
Well, it just reminds me of the same thing Israel and the Jews do. I mean, keep it in the family, right?
Sounds so racist, dude.
I'm just saying, history repeats itself again twice in a row.
Why are you so
we've seen
hate-filled?
the same. We've seen that same thing stories come out of the Jewish communities or whatnot, where they lend to themselves. Look at Aiden Ross, perfect example.
What? Oh, did you want to get to some of those later? It's just so funny.
Probably not.
I don't know. What's up with Maduro, dude? Lately, like he was just since we moved over to Iran, everything's just kind of been like out of sight, out of mind.
Well, I mean, what do you mean with Venezuela and all that? It seems like we've had international meetings between the countries and starting to normalize stuff. We're starting to bring infrastructure into the country itself. So the regular people in the country are happy that America's there. I'm sure that there's still some deep state assets that are still trying to play games, but we haven't seen the same operation take hold like we would want to see happen in Iran. I don't think there's enough people to thwart the Muslim group that's already there.
Yeah, and and these camps that they've been watching. You know what I mean? Nicolas Maduro rejects bid to testify at ex-rep David Rivera's trial in Miami. This is from last month here, but this is the last thing I've seen of him. I've not seen any updates on him, and you have people that are posting out on X, oh, he's about to testify against everybody and da-da-da-da.
Dominion and Smartmatic and blah blah blah.
But dude, didn't it seem a little weird to you, right? Though, he had the peace symbol going on every picture. What did you make of that? I don't know if I ever asked you.
Don't worry, be happy. He was trolling the United States.
What?
Yeah, remember when he sang the song Nicolas Maduro? Don't worry, be happy.
Oh God, yeah. I'm just trying to grab any coverage. Yeah, but every video we saw of this guy. Okay, so here, here he's putting up a peace symbol. He's almost got a smile. And then they kept saying, and I think you said because he didn't have clothes, and they kept giving him different clothes to every place that he went to, right? Oh, why does he have all this nice, Nike stuff on and whatnot? But every picture we see, he's sitting there with a friggin' smile. He doesn't seem to me like he was somebody that was captured from, you know what I mean? Like a prisoner that's just captured, and yeah, he's shackled up. But why the hell why would he be smiling at all? So I don't know. There's so much weirdness.
I've heard reports out of the jail system saying that, he's obviously in solitary confinement. He's by himself. He is screaming that he is the president of Venezuela, and he was kidnapped by the Trump administration. So that's supposedly still happening. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So we have a situation right now where people in Virginia, because you heard about the latest thing where they're going to try to, or they did, I don't know if they actually passed it through, where they're going to make the gun magazines basically, you can be 10 or less or something like that, which they did in Rhode Island, which we've talked about in the past, and I've asked you, well, what about in your house versus in the public, right? I think it's a totally different situation. So let me pop this one up here. What do you make of this, dude? There you go. Whoop, here we go. Somebody getting gonna get themselves into trouble, you think, here, or what?
What is this?
So this is in Virginia. Gun rights activists in Virginia are now handing out 30-round AR magazines in defiance of Virginia Democrats' passage of 30 new gun control measures, including a ban on magazines exceeding 10 rounds.
Well, we all know it's going to be challenged to the Supreme Court, so they're probably using this as an action to get somebody arrested, and then challenge it all the way up to the Supreme Court, and then have it come back here. It says, shall not be infringed. Anything else you guys want to know? Because I'm not going to stutter for all you guys. That's what it's going to come back down to. Every time one of these regulatory commissions try to step up and regulate guns and this and those sort of things, it's good luck.
So it's like the waiting game essentially that they're playing, right? We know eventually we'll lose, but you know what? We'll get 3 months or however long until it goes to court.
A year?
And look at this, dude.
Little kid.
What the hell? It's like, thanks, buddy. Like, that's not an airsoft magazine, my man. What the hell, bro? I mean, what would be the charge? And this is why I don't understand why this stuff is going on at all. Like you had mentioned, shall not be infringed, right? And didn't we have a thing for a New York Gun Club where I think it was a licensure or a permit to carry, wasn't it? That they said, hey, I want to get a permit to carry. They wouldn't give it to the guy. And then I think it went all the way to the Supreme Court where they said, again, shall not be infringed, to the point where even here in Rhode Island where they changed the law, you used to have to go to the Secretary of State's office. Now you go to your local chief of police. Yeah, sheriff or chief of police. But that back then changed that. And so it's like they keep just playing these. I guess you can just play it locally. You can keep doing this stuff locally until you get an overruling from the Supreme Court. You think that's what they're doing, essentially trying to keep it so, we can at least screw with these people for 3 to 6 weeks or months or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, because it's going to take a year before you even get a decision of the Supreme Court if they started now. It's the waiting game. You know what I mean? By the time you go through local courts, district courts, and appellate courts, and blah blah blah, and then challenge it all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Let's see. So I know you like AI, Hulk, right? I don't know. Actually, I never really asked if you what you think about AI. What do you think?
Yeah, I've freaking been muting a lot of accounts that are posting AI shit. So anybody else out there that's on the same page as me, you go through it and you can be like, dude, this is total bullshit. They're throwing AI in here. I just mute those accounts.
Yeah, no, I can't stand it. And you know what else I'm really getting ticked off with is the whole breaking news thing. Oh, breaking news, da-da-da-da. And then you look in it and you see like somebody says, hey, Grok, when was this video? Oh, this video was from September of 2025. And it's like, oh, God. And so as soon as I see that nowadays, just like you with the AI videos, boom, blocked immediately. So here's what I'm talking about as far as this is not the only case that I've seen. I got a couple to show you, actually.
Tennessee grandmother says she lost her home, her car, and her dog after a case of mistaken identity connected her to a crime here in Fargo. Fargo police used facial recognition to arrest her on charges of bank fraud. She spent more than 5 months in jail before police interviewed her about the case, then ultimately released her on Christmas with no way for her to get home. In a WDIY News exclusive story, reporter Matt Henson explains how that woman, who has never been to North Dakota, was finally able to clear her name. Pretty wild story. You can check it out right now
She's
on
never
our
been.
website.
Dude, she'd never been to the state, dude.
That's funny, dude.
Like think about it, though. Is this going to become like, normal? Like we're going to have 10 stories on this stuff every night? Because it's not an isolated situation as well, dude. Like not even close. You would think, right? You would think maybe they would get smart and start looking up, see what happens here.
Yeah, good luck. Try to argue with AI. You're wrong.
Well, sometimes it's wrong. Check it out. Imagine you go into a business and their AI surveillance system camera thinks it recognizes you as a trespasser. So that business handcuffs you and calls the cops. Cops arrive, you show them your real ID, but they don't believe it. Instead, they believe the AI. And
yeah.
So, right. So this is one of these guys that's like, he's like one of these law guys that goes over and shows like, a cop arresting somebody and what the case was and the scenario around it and blah, 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 blah. So they show you this, like 100% match. Oh, it's 100% match, huh? Yeah, it's the wrong dude. And again, Hulk, it's not American Education FM. What is it? Defines the trap of the over-reliance of AI. Cop loses all common sense and then arrests the wrong man because a casino's AI camera system flags him as being another person been trespassed previously. So same thing right here, right? So imagine you're there, right? And you're not the right, you're not the wrong person, or you're not the person that they're speaking of. Are you just sitting there smiling, going, "I can't wait for the lawsuit to come," or are you getting genuinely pissed off because you're going to jail and there's nothing you can do about it?
Yeah, basically. I threw some more AI stuff in there for you if you want some interesting funnies I found.
Is if it's I sat on my nuts and popped them.
No.
Maybe not. Okay. And please, guys, don't. I'll go right back to the spoken word. We don't want to be doing that stuff. I don't.
No spoken word. I'll burn the whole internet down. You come out with some spoken word.
Lord of the Rings, X point. So are we getting into funnies now? Or are we going to start getting into that stuff? You want to get into
I don't know.
that?
I just threw it out there because you had mentioned AI, and that's what I had for AI, and this was really good.
And you know what the best part about this is, Hulk? Is you cannot copyright. So even if somebody made this video, they can't say, oh, hey, I made this video and you used it on your live stream. Guess what? It's AI. Sorry, douche. Pardon my French. Here we go.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
We're going to help you with.
I have a ring I would like to sell you.
Baseball or football?
Neither. This kind.
Oh, this guy.
I wish the ring had never come to me. So I'm here at the pawn shop today to try and sell it.
I really got to get this ring in my shop. This is not as uncommon as you might think. They actually made 20 of them. So what were you looking to do with it?
Maybe I should just keep it. Keep it safe.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $20 for it.
Yeah, go to the next one. Go to the next one.
That's a good one. He's like, hey, it's not as rare as you might think. It's the one. It's the one. All right, here we go.
This is part 2.
Ducky.
I'll give you $20 for it.
$20?
I've got a guy who's an expert on these. Let me give him a call and let's see what he thinks.
Can't do it.
So this was the piece I was talking about.
Do you not know wealth when you see it?
I don't even understand why he calls me down here.
Okay, so you heard what he said. So 25 is going to be my best offer. It's going to sit here. I take all the risk, and I have to find a buyer.
My precious.
Oh, crap.
I'll give you $20.
Okay, the last one I haven't seen yet. I don't know what it is.
That's good. Is it part 3 or is it a different one?
It's right up on this lane. Might as well throw it in there.
Oh my! Is that the
Yes.
bunch? The bunch house?
I don't know where to put it.
In
a town where the rings shine bright, quests go wrong, but we make it right. Goblins grumble, states dash by. Just another day with the wizard sigh. Ooh, Dad's got a sword. Mom's got
Oh my God, Father Agrigod.
Neighbors think we're a strange old place. Ooh, trolls throw stones, but we won't fall. We've got one home to rule them all. Through shattered shields, through spells gone wild, through mountain paths and fields untilled, through darkest caves and towers tall. We march ahead, we heed the
Neighbor
call.
called.
Every step we take, every road we climb, there's a hand to hold through time. Every fight we win, when hope runs small, home's still the place that rules them all. That's life in a land both big and small. A land both big and small.
Galadriel.
Land both big and small.
Treebeard.
Big and small.
Remember those 80s workouts?
I can do this all day.
It's too easy. All right. Did you want to get some of your Aiden Ross stuff? Did you think the crowd would find that stuff interesting or not? Or actually, my buddy did send me. He sent me one.
Here,
one
you
link
can share
that I'm
this
gonna play.
first. You can show this right now.
Show this. I'm going to show
Because
this. and then one more
you're gonna
serious
be
post.
blown away at this because you've played this video game. Maybe like no effing way.
Do you know? Before I pull this onto the screen, I don't know if maybe you have them at your area, but at my local vape shop, I think it's a lighter. I don't know what it is, but they have like it's almost identical to this. So I'll pull it up so the folks know what we're talking about here now. So anybody that's ever played Call of Duty. There's a
Zombies.
Yeah, there's a zombies game in there, and then you can get a ray gun. There's a few different guns that you can get here. So I'm not sure what this is. Hulk posted it. Here we go.
Game exactly. How much do you charge for the ray gun?
Ray gun, this is the world's most realistic replica. I don't know if she told you, but there are a lot of ray gun replicas out there, but not a single one of them features half of the things that mine does.
Okay.
Such as the movement in the needle right there.
I'm seeing that.
And it moves.
Sound effects
and everything, yup. It features 20 shots, just like how it does in the game. When you run out of shots, the needle will stop moving, and you won't be able to fire it. You can do one of two things. You can rotate this knob right here to change the color. When it goes into pack punch mode, you get 40 shots just like in the game. And the reticle is fully RGB, just like in the game, and it lights up. It looks like it's floating. When you're all out of shots, you can go back, and there's a rainbow RGB mode with infinite ammo. But if you're all out, just like in the game, you can reload it.
You can manually reload it.
Yep.
Oh, that's fire. Nah, that's fire.
Thank you.
Cool.
So for those of you
so
zombies
my
fans,
birthday's coming up, June 16th. If anybody wants to think about picking up some cool things that are out there.
1,000?
Over 1,000.
Oof. Got a lightsaber. Yeah, my son's got a really, really expensive replica lightsaber. Well, I don't know how really expensive, probably a few $100, but definitely interesting. Oh, let me pop this one up before we go.
You know what? I do have one more last AI video for everybody out there.
One more AI
that I found.
Okay.
Well, since I was there already.
We're gonna do the AI video from Hulky, and then we're gonna do one more serious post, and then we're gonna do some other stuff here. So, Michael, he's alive. See, I told you he was alive.
Watch the crowd.
Welcome back to the Legacy Honors. And now, it's time to present our final award of the night.
And the winner is Michael Jackson.
Molly and Lucy.
Nipsey Tussle.
Yeah, Nipsey. Amy Winehouse.
I heard there's royalty in the room tonight.
Aaliyah.
But what's a prince to a king?
Ooh, little jab at
Welcome
Prince, huh?
back to the
little jabby jab, and yeah, and that was Tupac and Biggie right there, and who else do we have here? What's that guy's name? XXX.
Juice WRLD.
Was that
Juice WRLD?
I think that's
XX his name. Juice WRLD.
Tentacion. No, that's not Juice WRLD. Dude, I don't even know why I know that, but it's not. Believe me, Juice WRLD's a little heavier, dude. This is the dude XX Tentacion or whatever. He's dead anyway. So, was that?
Selena?
Yeah, Selena, the one
Selena.
that J-Lo played, and then Nipsey
and Bob.
Of course, Kobe, Michael, Prince was not happy. Anybody else in the background? Did we see anybody else that we haven't called out yet? Oh, we got Marilyn, and we got Miss Whitney.
Yep.
Michael, Amy Winehouse, part of the 27 Club. 27 years old, passed away along with the opening singer right there. Kurt Cobain was 27 also, wasn't he? Aaliyah, who was dating
Don't know.
Who was Aaliyah dating back in the day? You remember that one? When she was like 14? I'll give you a hint. She was like 14.
Donald Trump.
It's The Rock. Well, it was assumed Jay-Z, but definitely R. Kelly and Dame Dash as well. And
That's back then when they all got in trouble for peeing that underage girl. That's if you guys remember. But they stuck it with what's his name? Who was the guy that went to jail all over that?
R. Kelly.
Yeah. He wrote a song about it and everything, bro, and he went to jail for it. Nobody else did.
Oh, I might have actually funny. You just reminded me of a funny that I can bring up perhaps later. Okay. My buddy Patriot Politics Research had sent this to me a little while ago. I thought this was pretty interesting too. So let's take a listen here. Ding, 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 ding. Listen to a little bit of this here. We'll see how long it goes. Interesting.
Well, if we are occupied by Israel, then what is their goal?
The greater Israel.
Is any of that a surprise, Hulk? What did I say before? It won't be enough. Any questions, thoughts, comments, or statements on such a matter?
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before. This is nothing new. I mean, Ardoc was talking about this like freaking over a couple of years ago, that this has always been their plan because it's built into their ideology, you know, kind of like the way Islam wants to do that to the rest of the world. So we got two competing factions trying to fight over the prize of the United States while America is blind and not paying attention. That's what I think.
And would you agree with the sentiment that we were asleep at the wheel for a very long time?
Controlled dissent.
Mm.
That was always the plan. Not sleep at the wheel. It's organized. You know, nothing is by mistake.
Well, no, I mean us, the citizens. Like, we were asleep at the wheel as far as just, government's got our best interest in mind and da-da-da-da-da. You know, rabbit.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. Not until just recently have some of us actually woken up and seeing how the world and the game actually works. Because it's not a game. Just learn how the game is played.
And our buddy Ardoc got a little comment on Besant. He says, eye blink, handshaking, voice cracking, and stumbling. Something happened. That he believes something happened to kind of irk him.
Oh, yeah. Can you give me a quick 30 so I can use the restroom?
Whatever will I do while you're gone, dude? You know what? Maybe I'll do a kid's guide commercial.
There's nothing on the internet to do. I'll be right back.
All right. Maybe I'll do one of these things here, guys, while Hulky's gone. Let's see if I can even first. If I can. As you guys know, I'm doing all this full time now. And got to make sure I'm good to go going forward here. Let's see if I can do this one quick, because this is always a good one here. Nice, quick, and easy, guys. All right, parents. Real talk for a second. America's about to hit a huge milestone. We're coming up on America's 250th birthday. 250 years of freedom, grit, sacrifice, and the greatest experiment in self-government the world has ever seen. It's the perfect moment to help your kids understand why this country matters, not just fireworks and hot dogs, but the story behind it all. There is a free guide called The Kid's Guide to America's 250th birthday, and it's honestly a great way to introduce kids to how America began, who the founding fathers were, and what they risked, and why the ideas they fought for still matter today. The guide sends kids back to the moment where brave men signed the Declaration of Independence, knowing full well they were risking their lives for freedom, and it breaks it all down in a way kids can actually understand and enjoy without watering it down or turning it into boring schoolwork. If you care about raising kids who know where this country came from and why it's worth preserving, this is something you'll want to grab. And the best part, it's completely free with this special offer. You only need to pay $2 for shipping and handling. Head over to freeusabirthday.com. That's freeusabirthday.com. And the Kid's Guide to America's 250th birthday for your kids today. America's story matters. Make sure the next generation knows it. Booms. Thank you for that, Hulk. So we're just barely making it, Hulk. I'm just squeaking it out over here. So we're gonna keep pushing it on here to the live streaming full time. Remember earlier I told you I was asking you earlier about what's going on, you know? And I think isn't this guy a celebrity here? Is this guy an actor?
Who?
I don't know.
What do you?
And oh yeah, before I pull him on, was he Antonio Sabato? Was he a soap opera? Was he a soap opera star? Antonio Sabato? Well, he posted this anyways. Right here. You remember who that is, right? Is this real? Is this real, dude?
Yeah, that's her.
Dude,
she's taking seriously Zapic.
Is in there. Into hi. No,
They
she's
just
not
had
been
a
in there. Maybe
new
she's
kid in the
helping
family
Ruby.
too. That's her.
Dude, what? She's looking like her
Remember
mother.
Selena Gomez? Remember Selena Gomez and what they did to her with that vampire black lady that's hanging out with her? Same thing they're doing to her.
The one from the play or whatever. Wicked? Was it in Wicked?
I don't know what movie it was. I just remember the vampire kind of hanging out, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, they were saying
And
essentially
she's like
that
the same way. She looks worse than her mom, to be honest with you. It's like, eat a burger, girl.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know why anybody thinks being rail skinny like that is is attractive at all. Like I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Like who wants to be with a bag of bones? You know what I mean? Like, and that's like she's just skeleton. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'll get that off the screen. But oh yeah. But the guy that I put Antonio Sabato. Do you remember that dude? I could have sworn he was like a the hell he was like a
not one bit. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Anybody in the chat back me up on that one? Anorexia. It looks like anorexia. So Hulk, you think that's Ozempic? Anorexia? Combination of all three of the above?
I'd say she's doing some Ozempic type things and, is trying to get to their idea of what beauty is.
Yeah. Darling USA said, isn't that Ozzy's kid?
Yep.
That was Ozzy's kid. Yeah. And Hulk, G-Fonts dropped the Dollar Rumble rant, says, best toy gun ever. Oh, I thought he was going to talk about the ray gun. It says, Johnny 7 OMA one-man army made by Topper in the 60s. That's going to be above my pay grade or above my time. You heard of any of that, Hulk?
No.
Johnny 7 OMA? Yeah, maybe we'll take a look at it. I want to. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that one later. See if we can maybe find it or whatever. But G-Fonts also dropped another one. Says, I pray she sues to a jury verdict so there's precedent set as the AI policing that's been a total fail, but plaintiffs keep settling payment and signing NDAs just as 4 persons did in my area. Isn't that crazy, dude?
What's that?
So when these people get arrested, they're just basically, oh, you want to pay me, whatever to shut up, and I'll sign an NDA, whatever the case may be. Oh, and I just, first day on the internet here, guys. I pinned that comment accidentally. There we go.
Yay.
Yay. On to the next one. Let me see. So funnies. Wait. Yeah, that was okay. I'm probably going to get copyright on this. I just don't care, dude. This is just too funny not to share. Okay. Here we go.
Our conference has decided to integrate this season. Week 1, we're going to rain.
I don't know if you've seen
Our conference has decided to integrate this season. Week 1, we're going to rain hell down on these black sons. School board has informed me that we are going to be forced to integrate. Hiring our first black coach. Coach Johnson's going to be joining our staff. Now this does mean we are going to have some black players. We're going to start the white players in the first half, get out a big lead, a commanding lead on them. And we're going to let the black players come in the second half and try to play the game a little bit. Ooh, what a comeback. Down 48 in the first half. He's our old starting quarterback. I was starting a guy that had polio. I didn't know teenagers could look 45 years old. I've been going to black church. Fun, man. You can run around. You can dance. Ooh, that's playoffs, baby. We just made the playoffs. Man, I can't believe how racist you guys were earlier. State champions. State champions. Some of you doubted. Some of you are still racist.
What
Disgusting.
the hell?
Now, I did use slurs. That is true, but that was forever ago. That was like 8 weeks ago. Our conference has decided to integrate this season. Week 1, we're gonna.
Dude, we're gonna have the whites come on and get up a good lead and then have them come in and play. Oh, 48-point comeback.
Yeah. I left one funny for you.
Oh,
comedian.
my freaking word. What's that?
I left one comedian guy. I thought he was funny.
Comedian guy. Did you drop it? I
Yeah.
don't see it.
Oh shit.
You dropped it in the wrong house, homie. You dropped wrong show. Oh, I got a ingenuity at its finest coming. Actually, I'll play this while Hulk grabs his thingy up here. Here we go.
What you gonna do first?
the hell?
You gonna pop this
Is modern ingenuity in Jackson, Mississippi, or at least the at name is. So, how do you make it sure so nobody steals your car in Mississippi, Hulk? Here you go.
What you gonna do first is you gonna pop this blue hood. The toggle switch right there. Then you gonna pop this old nasty hood. You gonna come over to the front. Come in, let me show you some more shit. And then you gonna come
Okay, hook
over
up the
here,
battery.
pop the hood. Look at this. And then you see that right there? That's that light switch. Listen to it. All right. Turn that off. Get back in that thing. Hold on, let me show you something. Now watch this.
Come on, bruh.
Uh-oh.
Fine. I'm sure that passes California emissions. No problem. You muted?
Yep, that was my first genuine space mute of the day. So yes, I was muted. And dude, I think the first mistake he made was assuming somebody would want to steal that car. Oh my goodness, I love stuff like that. Oh, you dropped? Did you? You still didn't drop that one yet? Okay, let me know when you drop it. Not in our room.
Nice to meet you.
Pick this one up.
If you don't mind, step back.
It's right there at the bottom.
Do this, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, lets me go wherever I want. Nice to meet you.
How badass
if you don't
is
mind,
that,
step
dude?
back. That is really cool. Thank you.
It's a wheelchair truck.
Yeah, lets me go wherever I want.
Two
That is
doors.
pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen those before.
Seated together, dude. When I worked at the place there, I used to, and I don't know if there's a good side I can show you. Maybe I think it was at the beginning here. Yeah, we had. No, it's a Chevy, I think, is it? Yeah, we had a
Dodge.
I don't know. I can't.
That's Chevy.
It looks like Chevy symbol. We had a back in the day. So I want to say it was like a 90. So I drove this around like 96 to like 2000. We had a fire engine red, F-350 dually, right? And I think at the time they only offered like an extended cab or maybe not even. But my boss had some ideas to what they did was if it was extended cab, they just basically cut it out and they cut the roof off. Then they got an Econoline 350 van roof, put that over top, added another set of doors, so then it was a quad cab like this because they didn't make those like at that time. They made the F-350, basically made it a quad cab. Then he put these badass chrome rims on it, and then Ferrari ground effects on it. Dude, you want to talk about like styling in a work truck? Like we were like, oh, we get to take the dually today? Hell yeah, we're going. And dude, that was our, we used to stomp and ground up and down the east coast of the United States, but. And that was the same truck that I was driving in the story that I've told you guys. I was making a delivery one day in Clearwater, Florida, the most beautiful, area in Florida. And then I took a wrong turn. I took a right where I took a left or whatever. And then, like Hulk was talking about earlier, the cars that you see up on blocks. That was the only car I saw in like a 4 or 5 block square area. Was one car that was up on blocks. There was not. Dude, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know, maybe if you've seen places in California, but there are no places like this in Rhode Island that I've seen. And when I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating. There was not a car in a driveway, not a car in a driveway in like a 4 or 5 block area. And the only one car that was in there wasn't even in the driveway. It was in the street and it was up on blocks and it was like a frame. So
maybe they don't want it broken into, so they keep them all in their garage.
Well, I mean, I know every area has some bad areas, but like, dude, that one, we used to have a lot of spare time at work driving around. We'd be like, oh, we'll go to the hood, maybe grab a joint or two. You know what I mean? Something like that. See if we can go get ourselves killed in the hood in Houston. See how
buy some cracking hookers.
Chicago, dude. I don't know if I ever told you this, and it just popped into my head from talking about Chicago. Maybe I can actually probably pull up the story from you. Was it? Oh God, we were almost here. At 1 second in Chicago, and the owner was actually late. And I think we were like going like the next day or something. I don't even know what it was, but the owner, yep, this is the one. This is actually the same one, Windy City Core Supply. So check this out. This is around the time when I was working and I was a buyer and I was going to these places, right? And so I was literally going the next day. The owner of the place, Bobby, he's only alive because somebody else. Isn't this weird, dude, how karma works and stuff like that? He's only alive because some other person died on the highway, which basically stopped him, making him late for this. August 27th, my mother's birthday, actually, a mass shooting occurred at Windy City Core Supply in the south side of Chicago, Illinois. Salvador Tapia, who had been fired from the company, it was 6 months ahead of time, dude. 6 months before. Shot and killed 6 people before being killed by responding officers. And, dude, you saw the door when we actually went back a few months later. There was a bunch of holes in the door, right? And you see like, a little 9 millimeter, and then you see maybe what was probably a 30-06, much bigger rounds going through that door. So yeah, that was something we used to do, and I actually there, dude, at that place. Too bad, a bunch of good folks out there. Let's see, Hulk. All right, you did drop it, but it's not giving me the indication that you did. Okay, you dropped a bunch. Tamer, I believe.
Do the comedian guy first.
Okay.
My dad goes, hey, the school called us and told us some kid's been beating you up every day. Why don't you tell us? And I go, because you guys are professional fighters. And I'm getting beat up by some kid. It's embarrassing. And he goes, good. You're a boxer. You're not a street fighter. If somebody hits you, you tell the teacher. I go in my bedroom, I close the door. A few minutes later, the door opens, and my criminally minded grandfather walks in. And he goes, hey, don't listen to your father. He's a f***ing idiot. And then he said, now tell me about this kid's personality. Tell him he's captain of the football team. And his Egyptian eyes light up. And he goes, oh, he's competitive. He goes, now listen, you don't need to be the best fighter to solve your problems. You just need to use your brain and have some guts. I'm going to tell you what to do. It's going to fix your problem. The next day I go to school with my grandfather's advice orbiting my brain. I go right up to the kid that was beating me up and I go, hey man, aren't you tired of beating me up? You beat me up every day. How boring is that? You might be a better fighter than me, but I bet you're not stronger than me. And I bet you I could do more push-ups than you. And he goes, what? No, you can't. He gets on the ground. He starts doing push-ups, just like my grandfather said he would. And then he gets up and goes, 48, beat that, you. Oh, I could barely move my arms. And then I beat the shit out of him. And my dad goes, hey.
Way to go, Grandpa.
That's it. That's it. And then, you know, that's kind of the advice around here, which was the ex-wife. He'd be like, no, you tell somebody if they would. And I'm like, dude, somebody swings on you first, you have carte blanche to absolutely crack them back. Not a problem. Don't start a fight. Don't be the jerk off. Dude, I mean, how many times have you seen this in like school?
Don't start none. There ain't gonna be none.
And that's what I explained to him. I'm like, dude, if you get your ass kicked, whatever, you get your ass kicked. I said, but there's nothing more embarrassing than to go up and start bullying somebody like, hey, I'm going to kick your ass and da-da-da-da-da, and then you get your ass kicked. I'm like, it's like doubly, right? I said, and I've told the story before about the nerdy kid who ended up being a black belt in my junior high school, and this big Italian Boomba started bullying him. Well, he didn't know this kid was a black belt, got a jump and spin kick, knocked out flat cold in about 3 seconds. And everybody's like, Steve, what the hell is that? Nerdy kid just did that. I mean, so it's worse, right? And so protect yourself, of course. Don't let somebody just beat on you and then, I'm going to tell somebody later. Like, well, you're going to keep beating on you until you do. So, yeah, what do we got? Progressive LA influencer?
You could do the girl on the bike first.
Uh-oh. Did she go off the mountain? Please? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Hola, hola, hola.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. Is she still holding on to her selfie stick?
I think it's attached to the bike.
Yeah, I think when she moved the handle grip. Oh, she's good now.
Estoy viva, estoy bien. Quieta, mi amor. Quieta, cariño.
Yeah, dog's gonna come help.
Oh
my God.
Estate tranquilita, mi amor. Estate tranquilita, cariño. Estate tranquilita. Estate tranquilita, mi vida. Estate tranquilita. Estate tranquilita.
All right, pause this one. Go grab the second video.
Estate tranquilita, que no pasa nada.
Tranqui? She's saying, calm down, tranquilo?
So grab the other clip. Don't play the one on the right. Grab the other clip. Yeah, that's her. But grab the other clip first.
Oh, boy.
One right below it.
Oh, boy. This one.
Everybody needs the dog version. Version of the accident. Let's go for it.
That's funny.
I just thought it was great, dude. It's in another language, so I just figured out you won't be able to hear what she says.
That is just, dude. Nope. Dude, you seen these videos where these guys like up on the top of a mountain, like on the snow, and they're like on the peak, and it's like razor thin. It's like, dude, you're just begging to get killed essentially at that point, you know? And I guess that's why people people like to do it, right? Get your juices flowing and whatnot. Let's see.
The next one is a reminder.
Oh, you got another one? Okay.
Well, just because I just realized it too. I'm like, oh yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, there's the one right above that. But you can play this one too. That's fine. I just thought it looked cool.
Oh, that's badass, huh? Ocean, China. Strong winds lifted red firecracker debris and mist from the ground into the air. See if we got any sound on that. Shh. It's like Hunter
Play
Biden.
the one right above that one.
It's like Hunter Biden doing the biggest line you've ever seen. Like, firecrackers, yummy. One above that one. Happy Pie?
Yeah, it's Pie Day today.
Oh, 3.14. We got Buddy here. Happy Pie Day. 3.14159265728892. You see the guy that he recited pi to, I think, 10,000 decimal points in his head?
Yeah, wow.
Talk about needing a hobby, huh?
All right, go to the next clip and tell me if you recognize that car. The one below the tornado of firecrackers.
Not the guy doing sexual MMA acts?
No, we're going to get to that one. That's next.
Oh, is that a... Why does it remind me of the Munsters?
Put the audio on.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but... Coffin? I mean, it reminds me of the Munsters, but what is that from?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's from the Munsters TV show. That was the dragster that the Grandpa Dracula guy drove or whatever.
Oh, I'd never seen that one, actually.
I remember it.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of those older ones there, but I mean, I love the sound of those cars.
And then I got your next clip for you down there at the bottom.
All cammed
Because
up.
I do constantly tease Mr. Spaceshot about watching the men in little shorts roll around sweat on each other in front of a live studio audience. So play the next clip.
Because I'm gonna do a Hulk. I'm gonna do a Hulk right now. Okay, I'll play your clip, buddy.
Yeah, that is actually pretty cool, dude. I saw this.
Look at this, dude.
That he could stay in like one position the whole time, but he's traveling at like 20 miles an hour.
Crazy.
I wish Red Bull would do more of this stuff because I always found them cool. Remember they used to do the cool car jumps and shit like that?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you just reminded me of one. So let me play yours here, and then, I mean, that's just crazy how it just stayed in the same, like you said, he stayed in the same spot. He's just like moseying along.
Hey, is that off in the background, is that a Rocketeer?
No, I think it's a Wasp.
If you know, you know. It's funny.
Arc Raiders reference there. Okay, let me get to yours here, and then yeah, they actually did a. Actually, did you? You may have showed it a couple weeks ago, so I don't want to. I'll play this one here.
Jiu-Jitsu isn't gay.
Yeah, this is funny. Here we go. The
Keep
best part
going.
is they go to choke. Oh, there's worse. Okay, here we go.
Right there.
I'd never seen that move. I've seen that, unfortunately, a few times. That's a Kimura. But, you know, the best part about this one is like, right here. While it looks, you know, like, all right, he's got his ass in his face. What he's just essentially doing is he's isolating his whole body, and then he's taking his two hands, and he's about to chicken wing this thing to the back and make your arm either break or you quit. But, yeah, it's still his ass is in his face. No matter how you cut it, you still got ass to face. Yeah. Ass to face.
I got another one down there if you want it.
Hey, put your comments in the chat tonight. Hulk, are you going to be watching the Gina Carano and Ronda Arouse Me fight tonight?
I don't know, dude. Be honest with you, maybe.
I think this was Red Bull, and I'm typing you a comment in our DM here. Did you play this last week? Because I know I saw it in the last few days. So I'm going to play yours now. But the one I just sent you was I believe another Red Bull. The comment. I only sent you a comment of it. Of what? I don't think you covered it.
Oh.
Yeah. If it was full, like if they were using somebody's thing, but you can see on their pants all the letters. I mean, so it's actually probably a good thing for us to show folks too. Like obviously we showed you fingers before. Yeah, they can get UFC, but they're supposed to have a name down the side. And AI, like you notice here, look at UFC. They got that fine. What does this say? Srofkertepke or TNFO. RINE, you know what I mean? It's always messed up. So that's a good indicator to kind of spot some of these AIs going forward. Ladies and gents here. Let me see. What is this one? Oh, dude. All right, finally when I play this one, you into anime, dude?
Kids are a little bit.
I know you're into cats, right? I know you like cats.
How?
Did you know people that are into animes are all furries?
No, that's not true.
Oh, you say? Oh, let me unmute.
None of the characters look Japanese.
Here we go.
Why in Japanese anime do none of the characters look Japanese? Because anime characters are cats. The goal of manga anime was neither Japanese nor Caucasian. The theory
this
on
sort
if you
of thing.
pursue cute, it resembles a kitten is influential. No matter how you look at the profile nose, it's not human. Japanese anime characters are cats, not Westerners. So does that mean everybody that likes anime is a furry? Okay, well, that settles it. Why in Japanese anime do none of the characters look Japanese?
Okay, what do you think? Now what do you think, Hulk? I mean, the face is a little shorter. I mean, you figure the nose would be a little longer.
I bet you're saying the people themselves that watch them are furries.
Yeah,
so that's why I got confused.
Subliminally, they are, because they love. Oh, I love this, but they're modeled after cats. Apparently, that's what this guy's saying. Anyways, did you respond to my message on there? Did we cover that before?
I threw a couple more just in there for you, a couple of funnies in there.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Let me just get this one out. I don't think you covered this one, so I'm gonna blast this one out quick here. It's bugging me. Where is it? What did I do with it? Show links? Okay, I put it in show links, not funnies.
Well, one stupid boy with one stupid dream. Should we go for it, Dad? It's all on you.
That's some cojones, dude. And he takes a couple really bad ones here, dude. Like he lands like flat on his back, and he says, "Yeah, we're good," and then he persists on.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. This one hurts. Oh, that hurt, dude. Oh, that hurt too. He's like, "Wait, we're good."
Okay.
Here's the money shot. Dude, you know how crazy hard that is? Besides, just for doing that. But then, you're going on ice, and this is not ice. And while it's not exactly sandpaper, it's going to be much slower. It's going to be much more friction than, say, the ice was, dude. But isn't that bananas, dude?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to say a quick thank you to Greg3012 out there for the Rumble Rant. Says, hi, everyone. Much love for the $20 Rumble Rant. Thank you very much. I got 2 more clips for you also. So appreciate it, Greg. Thank you, sir.
Greg from the north of the UK. We appreciate you, brother. Let's see here. Ding, ding, ding. All right, you got another one down there?
There's 2 of them. So play the comedian guy first, and then we can use the bottom one as the last one.
That racist comedian.
Is he racist? I don't know. I just thought it was funny some of the shit he was saying.
He's absolutely. He seems like he's very conservative, and I think he's actually hilarious.
This is like the best clips of him. You don't have to play the all 4 minutes, but just a couple of minutes. I just thought it was great.
Actually, I'm gonna hit the peepers quick, and but I do want to hear this as well. So I'm gonna let this play for at least a minute or two because you've seen this guy before, and his stuff he just triggers these people. It's pretty funny.
How's everybody in the front row? This guy just looked at his watch. What time is it? Where are you from, man? Brooklyn? Nice. Indian girlfriend? Guyanese. They're making up new shit every day, man. Yeah, it's a mix with a guy and a Chinese guy. I don't know what the fuck it is. No, I know what it is. It's a good old-fashioned colonization. I like that. I actually usually can tell Guyanese. You don't look that Guyanese. You look more, you know. You look like you work at Newark Airport. That's what you... How did you two meet? Bumble? Bumble? What was the first date? Restaurant? Did you fuck? No? You made him wait? Nice. How many dates? She was on her period. Is that why she got the red dot on her forehead? That time of the month. It's awesome. There's like some weird Jew next to you, like, hey, I get. I love Indian people, but even they'll admit, like, even when Indian people walk in a room of Indian people, they're like, oh. And like the Indians, they do it when they walk into a room full of white people. They go, oh my God, smell like shampoo in here. They're using Head and Shoulder. I just got back from Winnipeg. They have like it's like a indigenous zombie apocalypse. So I was thinking, it'd be nice if there's, some sort of school we could send them to. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed. Say what you want about the residential schools, but they did, there's nice architecture. Nice colonial. I'm just saying, like those schools, like if you wanted to go to a residential school now in 2025, it'd be like $40,000 a year. But everybody mad that Zorhan won because, he's Muslim, and people are like, that's not American. They didn't have a Muslim mayor, but what do the Muslims do? They tell their women to keep their mouths shut, and go to the kitchen, make some food, right? They have tons of kids, and they want to shoot gay people down. Sounds pretty American to me.
You want to keep going?
That might be the most.
Got another minute and a half.
Yeah, you could.
Are you guys enjoying it?
Yeah, you could throw the bottom one down there because it's something that I was kind of interested in watching, and this trailer had just come out, and they're going to resurrect an old TV show.
Should I let everybody in on the secret now, Hulk?
What's that?
Well, it's a secret to you as well. I don't know if I should tell everybody just yet now or not.
Well, nobody's listening. Won't you just tell me and you right now? Nobody's here.
Let me mute.
Real quiet.
I only have eyes for you. Okay, so we got 1,300-ish, it looks like, folks here, and so everybody knows I'm kind of running the show today, and this whole thing was a sting operation on you, Hulk.
Am I going to get arrested?
No. This was a sting operation.
I wanted the cups. I want the cups.
So last week when I said I'll take care of the show, Hulk's like, "Oh, okay, cool, got it." And I'm sitting there and I'm going, "Nope, there's no way I'm gonna do a show, and he's not gonna drop in 1 million freaking links." I still haven't got to any of my links. So this is Hulk the control freak. Now I'm just we kid, we have fun. So the guy underneath that one, Pop Crave. Malcolm in the middle?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
AI?
No, it's real. 100% real.
Oh, no.
Yes, you're.
Okay,
bring it up. Let's go. We're ripping the Band-Aid off of this one. And remember, that show was always uncomfortable, but here we go.
Oh, it seems like it's a little bit more uncomfortable now, dude. Okay, here we go.
Wait, pause it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
The show the show ended last year or whatever it was. When the show ended the first run, they ended the show with them shaving, and now they're starting this trailer with shaving.
Was he shaving his back or like his lip?
Yes, the back hair.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can call back later.
Come on, Dewey. You've seen this like 1,000 times. Undergrowth.
Yeah, I look different. But hey, everything about me is different. I have a girlfriend. And the best thing in the whole world, my daughter Leah.
Dad, quit it.
My life is fantastic now. All I have to do is stay completely away from my family.
We just found out that Malcolm has been intentionally hiding himself from this family for years.
I think we all knew Malcolm would eventually betray us. By comparison, Reese looks pretty good.
This family's non-stop antisocial behavior and mindless, myopic priorities are toxic to me. Can I at least give you a hug?
Not physically.
You have to make peace with your family.
It's not just mom and dad. It's so much worse with my brothers.
You have brothers. You can't spend the rest of your life denying your family even exists.
Worked perfectly until they showed up.
Welcome to the family, Leah.
We have 1,000 questions.
What do you want to do when you grow up? Crush your father's soul and make him question his own identity?
Excuse us a minute.
It might be entertaining, might not. If anybody saw the old Malcolm in the Middle, and obviously seeing Walter White come back and into that character would be interesting.
Oh, dude. And yeah, so I looked it up. I'm like, dude, this can't be real. But it is, but it's not. They're not completely coming back. I guess they're coming back for a four episode.
Yep.
Life is Still Unfair. It's a 4-episode limited series revival written by blah, blah, blah. Frank Muniz, set to stream. Like, dude, how old is that dude now?
I don't know, but he was really good in what's the name of that TV show? Breaking Bad, dude. Really good show if you haven't seen it. And Better Call Saul.
Walter White here, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's one of the best series that's out. I like Lord of the Rings and a few of those, but yeah, Breaking Bad out there was really, really good series, really good plot lines too, and he did it really good, right? In the very beginning, he was like this kind of mousy high school teacher who previously was like a tech company, whatever. But then towards the end, he becomes like, remember, like, oh, what happens when people come to knock? Yeah, what happens when people come to knock? People come knocking on the door, and he's like, I'm the one who knocks. It's like, oh, okay, now he's the badass. But yeah, that was very good show.
Was it 2 years after they ended the series themselves? Anthony Hopkins sent a letter to this gentleman on the right and said that he came across his TV show and it was very riveting, and he binge watched the entire show from front to back, and then got up and wrote the letter to him saying it's some of the best acting he has ever seen in his life.
Yeah. I would agree. I think he did an excellent job on that one for sure. Absolutely excellent.
Favorite TV shows? Put them in the comments section and in the live chat right now. We'll see what you like.
Oh yeah, and let's see where we're at here. As we're kind of gonna come to winding down in a little bit. Let's just go. We'll do it like this here. Fastest way.
Dominion votes.
We're gonna
Dominion votes.
We got 14 posts here. We got Bree dropping Foo Fighters Everlong. That's a good one. I'll put a heart on that
that's her
one.
favorite song. I know that.
All right, and we got Wheezy dropping Mike and the Mechanics, Silent Running. Ooh, that's got 5. I'll drop a heart on that one. NK threatened, North Korea threatened to nuke Israel with an ICBM-2. Thanks. Yeah. And on Chief Brother. Put a heart on that one as well, even though it's not a vote.
Madman?
Yeah, sorry. Jamie, I'll give you a heart.
Muppet Show. I like that one.
Just so at least somebody's giving her some love. I'll give her some love on that one show. No love on Tom. I'm just giving everybody a heart here. I'm not trying not to be preferential to anybody.
Frankenstein Edgar Winters Group. I remember I remember the name, but not the song.
I got to hear a little bit of it here. See what that. Frankenstein Edgar Winters Group.
It sounds familiar, dude.
Yeah, it's new to me, dude. Oh, with these stupid thingies. And the funny thing is, I'll get a copyright strike for a commercial. It's like, dude, we just advertised for your stupid show.
Yeah. Kind of Earth, Wind, and Fire takeoff, because that's all kind of coming out of the same type of genre of music and shit like that, dude. So, yeah, I get it.
I'm in touch with your world. Dutch Warrior, Nightwish, Last Ride of the Day. Live at Masters of Rock 2015. Give that one a heart, too. Making Saturdays Great Again. Camel Towing.
Yay.
Or Camel Towing. Pennywise. Yesterday's from Special Agent Rock. We'll drop a heart on that one.
Pennywise, we like them.
Fleetwood Mac. That's is that what's her name? I always the name. Who's the singer?
I don't remember the name. There's two in Fleetwood Mac, and I don't remember who was what and who slept with who and who wrote what songs. It's a kind of a big giant screw up, but that album there was two couples that came together and shit went downhill after that. So
Armageddon radio.
Armageddon.
Funniest story
I have no idea what that is.
Have you in tears for laughter? Oh God. Okay. Well, it's I don't know if the song will give it a heart. Anyway. Okay. So you guys got I don't know, maybe 15 minutes left or so to get your votes in. Let me drop your link over there. And you guys, if you're not already, I don't know why you wouldn't be. I would assume most of you are. If you're not, you should be subscribed to Hulkanator over here. And if I can get my chat up here, ding ding, come on. Chat, Mike. There we go. All right, guys. So
I subscribed to him. I hit the thumbs up, and I ate some crayons.
That's going over to the folks over on the Screw Tube and to the Rumbles, and then here on the Foxhole. Follow and put your vote in. Remember, drop a song, like a song, and then we're heading over to DLive and dropping the same link over there to my channel.
451 says Mr. Robot, another one I highly recommend everybody to watch. I think you'll be able to find it on Netflix's or whatnot. That is a very good thing if you were into the whole Q thing and playing secret messages and stuff like that. Mr. Robot will tickle that little spot. So go check them out. Obviously, the old school X-Files, not the new DEI version that they're coming out with. Good luck with that one, dude. So we won't be partaking in any of that. And that the new Star Trek has been taking a dumper, and not a lot of people are watching that one because it's got a whole bunch of DEI over there at the Paramount. So hopefully they don't touch UFC too much. They've integrated the commercials quite well. It seems like they're getting better at that.
Oh, interesting. Dropping and guys, you should also be following him on the Rumbles. So follow him over there.
My first day on the internet.
It's his first day on the interwebs, and he's shown great restraint and self-control today. So I think that's worth a follow. Just dropped it over there on. Actually, I'm going to re-drop it into Rumble chat because it's going to come up twice, but it will go to YouTube as well. There we go.
We do other stuff. We play video games too and yell at each other and all out fun jazz. So if you thought Thursday show was exciting, just come watch us play video games.
R-Doc. F. I'm like, oh, we're streaming, right?
Quit bumping me.
That's funny. Oh,
I'm like, you're the only one that complains about it.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. We're going to be going back to regularly scheduled programming next week. Misbehaving Irishman says, not to be a buzzkill, but the only time I hear Hulk is during your show, Mike. Burp. Well, you're not watching Table of Titans on Thursday night, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah, you don't watch Table of Titans. It's two shows, Thursday, 6:30, 9:30 Eastern, depending on what side of the planet you're on.
It's with it, man. Come on. All right. I thought this was just cool, dude. You might
This
have
is the
shown
third.
this.
Wait. This is the third time I've heard this. The new Tom McDonald song is a much listen. He went hard. Yeah, I heard the
Always
first
does.
8 seconds of that particular song.
He always goes hard. It's just to me, it's getting it's like the same thing. And I don't know. I don't know if this dude is legit or not. You know, I don't know if he's just playing with his girlfriend Nova Rockefeller. I thought you'd like this, Hulk. I'm gonna let it play a few times.
There you go. It's the timing. What is this on? Okay, the real big question is anybody could tell us what engine it's for? We got 2 valves per cylinder because you can see the lifters across the top of the Valley train itself. It's obviously a V8. So is it going to be your basic 350 or something? I'm not that much educated on the side of what the block's going to be like, or what a two push rod type head setup is going to be. Thoughts? Anybody know? So you can see the cam in the center of the head, or the center of the block.
Should I?
I didn't even read up there yet, so let me read.
It's not. I don't believe it's up there, but I do.
I'm just going to go the old faithful Chevy 350. And I'm kind of being ignorant about it.
It's basically most Chevys. It can be a lot of different Chevys.
Let's see if anybody in the chat comes back with it. Where's our tech dudes?
It's like 1950s to like the
Wavelength
80s.
is saying 351. LS1? Big block, 351. We got 2 different people saying it's going to be the Windsor 351. Is that right? I think it's Windsor? The Windsor, isn't that the Ford block?
It's the Chevys, boy. It's the Chevys. Right here, I'll show you.
I thought the Windsor was a Ford block. Am I wrong? I'm kind of mixing up my 60s engines and shit like that.
All right, do I get this right? What V8 firing order is 18? Just verify these numbers are correct. 184365572. 184365572. Okay, clicking.
Rose says LS6.
All right, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. The firing order 184365572 is the classic standard firing code for Chevy small block and big block V8 engines Gen 1 and 2. Been used since 1955, often called the Chevy SBC firing order. Primary application 265 to 302.
Hola, hola.
Wait, there.
Hola.
What is that? Oh. What is that? Oh, that's this one. That's not you, Hulk. You love how that just happens by itself, out of the blue, by itself.
Yeah, that does that to me too. Remember, right in the middle of the show, it's like,
I know. It's like,
oh,
what?
You don't mind if we just refresh this page for you really quick here? He's
That's
like yelling at me.
I'm like, Hulk? Well, you weren't saying anything, so
Rose
I thought
Building saying that's a
it.
455, but he did say LS6. So you think it's an Olds engine? Because I think the 455 is the Olds.
Guys, I'm Googling it right here in front of your very eyes.
No. But they're looking at the casting on the block and trying to figure out what year and actual model that engine is. And then some people are saying it's a 455, which would be they use them as good race car motors, but they don't have very many parts left for them. They're starting to run out. So I just looking, reading off the comments.
Also, I know the Ford.
It could be.
I know the Ford had a 302, and we had the
that's the
351s.
second gen Mustangs that came out with the 302 and 305 Boss and those sort of things. I remember they were competing back and forth with each other.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know GM. Oh, maybe it's because it's older, but like I always knew 302 being a Ford because I had Mustangs. And so I had a 302. I had that one rebuilt, and then my other one I had a 351 in. I bored them both 30 over. And 411 gears is just a little much. So if anybody's thinking of doing that, don't.
Comments: SBC Chevy small block first introduced in 1955. Another person in here says Olds 455 a rocket engine. The General Motors block 454 General big block. So for this, I'm saying 454. On the bigger side.
Interesting. See.
Because during college I did a engine rebuild class, and they did Plymouth Motors, like a 350 something, 351 something, or 360. I think it was a 360 or 361 something in there from like a late 50s, 58 something Plymouth. Last time I did an engine rebuild, that was in the 90s, like 96.
Oof, my brother ended up buying, was it a convertible? I think it was a convertible. But anyways, our neighbor that lived 2 houses up the street for years, I was like, oh, dude. And then I had Mustangs, and then I'd see this guy pull it out of his garage, drive it around the block, like once every other weekend or whatever for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. And he had such low mileage on it. It was like 30, 40,000 miles or something like that on it. When, an average Mustang with that, with average miles would have went for like, I don't know, $3-4 grand or something like that. At the time, he was like, no, I want $8 grand for this car. And it was absolutely puff, low mileage. And my brother ended up buying that off a dude. So we've had a few Mustangs in on my side of the family.
That's cool.
You want to? This is how you teach your folks how to do carpentry and working and to build houses here. First day on the job. I think I get this muted anyways here, but it doesn't really matter. Because here, you got to make sure hold it up there with one hand.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I knew that was coming.
No, you didn't. Come on, Hulk.
Great school shit. The audio makes it so much better.
So, did you want to touch on any of that that stuff that you dropped with the influencer stuff? Because
the aided. Well, I mean, okay. Well, before you even go there,
yeah.
You should probably
not doing the Kentucky Fried Chicken. What are you gonna do? Hold me down? Oh, you wanted to show this too. I need to see the thing. I think I know what we're talking about here.
Well, there's more in here. You could do this one. Here, read that one.
See if I can.
Oh, yeah, video game guys out here. If anybody out there can figure out where that is in GTA, it's actually a real place because this is off of the Salton Sea in Southern California, inland from San Diego, I believe. And you could jump because this is where that sea is. So go back to that page really quick. Right that way. See right there?
This one.
Yep. That one right there. Pink. That's where you would jump off in that little water areas on the other side. So the whole lake is right there. And that big Mount Chiliad is right there to your left, where we'd go up to the top of the mountain. So the casino's way to the right.
I haven't played that in a while. I might actually jump on after we're done here. I got to go actually in pretty short order. I got to take off with the boy, and then I might come back and do a little GTA live on some premium later on. So I have always told folks I'm not gonna put out material that if you can't see it and you don't have to pay premium for, that you're not gonna miss out on stuff. So that's why I've been playing all archived stuff that's pre-Rumble and things that you guys have seen before, and us playing video games essentially. But here's Hulk. There's the so right here, Trevor's house, and then I went to one of the websites here, or I can get a little bit better picture. That's in the game right there. So that's in the game. And I think you kind of swing around the front right of it a little bit. Do they go? I think he needed to go sideways around, right? Yeah, because we're looking at it from over here.
Yes.
I believe. But damn, let's see. Little thing up against the thing there. Is that like that?
If you hit to the right, does it show more photos of trailer of his shit to the right? The little arrow?
Yeah, it's just different photos of the game. Yeah, but not in particular that one there. All right. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about the influencer stuff, and not maybe we can show a clip of that or two, but we can also explain to folks what the different how they're doing live streams different nowadays, and like the new genre that they're going into.
Yeah. So hit that bottom one right there first with the Andrew Tate.
Oh boy, what's he up to? Where are you?
Oh shit. Hold on. I threw
nobody at that address.
Yeah. They keep knocking. Nobody answer. Start there.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Here we go. I don't know. This is new for me here. Oh boy.
So okay, wait. Let me give a little setup. So evidently, Sneeko at one time came over, got in the circle with Andrew Tate, started doing some gay shit. He called him out on there, tell him to get away from him. And then this Sneeko dude, who's a Muslim guy, who I just recently saw a phone call because it's Ramadan and doing all those sort of things. Aiden Ross called him in the middle of Ramadan, where you see the big square tube or the square box in the middle and shit. Aiden Ross is in Dubai asking for money for gambling because he's out of money and he needs cash for gambling or whatever. He said no anyways. But anyways, so Andrew Tate's here and pointing out that Sneeko over here, before he became a streamer at a younger age of 17 or so, was supposedly doing some sort of ads, is what Sneeko was saying. But Andrew Tate is saying he was kind of being gay and stuff. So, that's why I kind of kicked him out of my little orbit and then sent him away. And for everything after that, he's been following me around. So now Aiden Ross over here has bought a big giant piece of property and having all the streamers. I've talked about this a little bit before, having one of the Island Boys over there, and then the guy that keeps getting kicked out of Carvier or whatever his name is. All the big streamers are basically coalescing around this large house of 6 or 8 streamers, and they're kind of doing some live streams and whatnot. And obviously he is I believe backed by Israel. And obviously they keep feeding the money, and obviously the system's still going. I've heard drug issues all over the place on some of the parties and the things that you pay attention to, because Carvier went to jail for doing some underage drinking, minors stuff. And guess who got him out of jail? Oh, Peter Thiel. So anyways, this little group here is, who got that guy out of jail.
Who went to jail?
Carvier or Caviar. He's the guy that gets that was on drugs, and he dresses really well and has a lot of women around him and shit like that. But he's been kicked out of every club in Miami and shit. So it's part of that group. And then all I saw was a bunch of drugged up streamers, Viewbot, probably doing a lot of that fucking brain drug, whatever it is, that kind of makes you smart, Adderall and other drugs, and just the people acting weird. And then there's all these young girls that are there that are all the Instagram blah 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 that are all trying to get noticed because these guys got tens of thousands of followers. So it's a big giant shitstorm that I kind of a little bit pay attention to, because this is what our youth is looking at. So I do feel a need to kind of watch and see what these guys are doing. And I don't see anything positive, you know what I mean, with the whole Aiden Ross and Trump type of messaging way back when to where we're at now. It's kind of a different story. Kind of disappointing.
Yeah, and then you have these and they're doing things that are, again, it's all for advertising. Well, maybe we can show the Kentucky Fried Chicken one, right? To show the comment that they made in there specifically about how what they're doing is okay and why it's okay that they're saying that.
Here, I think I got some. Hold on, let me double check, see if I actually got some of these already set up here.
Well, yeah, you do have the KFC.
No, I closed. Oh, wait, I closed it. Is it going to come back up?
This one right here.
No.
This one right here I'm talking about.
So you can play that. Go ahead.
So this is, again, guys, we're not, advocating anything racist or whatever, but just keep in mind the way that these people do all this stuff. They get into all these fights, and maybe some of the fights are real, some of them are fake or whatever. And this is a celebrity boxing match. So if you guys
before you play this, okay, Gypsy Crusader is kind of like one of those like racist type of SS type of guys, and he has the famous meme out there that has when he's talking with two black guys on whatever that random chat app they use. And it's two black guys, they recognize him and they have a conversation, and he's the one that has that little fold-out gun that has that little red flag that says the N-word on it. So here's my gun. That's that guy. So that's one of them. And then the other guy is this black guy from the meme that we've seen a lot of.
Yeah,
and then going, oh.
Yeah, when he just says ridiculous stuff and they all make it sound like he said the most amazing stuff. Oh, and so they're going to box. Maybe I should show the lineup first before, just to show the size. Well,
because the meeting and that's the day of.
Who you think's gonna win, Hulk? Look at the dudes.
I didn't go look. So there's your memer guy on the right, and then I believe this guy is ex-military. Talks about a lot of the issues that Israel and all the sorts of things, but he kind of takes it a little bit farther, kind of like the Nazi thing. Like the other guy, the gorgeous whatever, kind of does the same thing. Catfishes people that are out there. but he's a little bit more raw into it. But I believe he was serviced in the military and those sort of things, so he does defend himself on his arguments and very intelligent in the way he brings forth that. But he also talks a lot of shit.
He sure does. Let's listen to this little clip part, and keep in mind too. They're doing the little face off. Immediately, he goes into smirking and laughing, ha ha ha, and he stays stone faced. And then you hear the cameraman say, "Any comments?" And listen to what he says, and I agree with what he says, most likely.
Well, you boys have anything to say to each other?
You're fucking gone. You're gonna need some better these glasses on. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see anything coming at you.
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say? All right.
The press conference. I'm going viral.
Is this like the top male physical form?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe after this.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know.
All right, man. All right, Urkel, you have a good one.
All right, Urkel, you have a good one. I think he's thinking over his decisions lately, or what, bro? Get this one.
That I'm not sure of.
I got these here. Well, was this? I thought I had this one up here. All right. So, maybe it took precedent over.
And remember, this is all hosted by Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross paid the Gypsy Crusader guy a bunch of crap load of money to show up and to do this and spend a couple of days streaming and shit.
I'd never seen that video that you're talking about with the where he has the gun with the N-word on it. I've just personally never seen that myself. But again, to the point of all of this stuff that these people do. Remember, it's quote entertainment, and apparently being racist is entertaining for these people. But wait till it gets to the end. They're like, "Oh, you're okay with this, blatant racism against a black man?" Listen,
it's done wonders for me. But just for a peace offering, I brought you something. I brought you food.
Okay.
Would you bring him?
For a peace.
Oh my God.
For me and you, you know what I mean? I think this would be. I know a lot of guys, that are in your. You guys don't really like me, so I wanted to bring this to show you that I want to be standing in solidarity with the community. Right?
All right.
Hell no, you ain't good. I need that next.
So let me tell you something, brother. Do I got the floor with the chicken? Okay.
Go ahead.
I have a brother.
I did forget the watermelon. I forgot the watermelon in the car.
That's whack. That's look. I have a brother.
Wait, whack. Why are you saying where's the watermelon?
He gave me permission to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He told me to do it. He said it's all right.
Oh, it's streaming? It's not real life? Oh, okay.
See that, Hulk? It's streaming stuff. It ain't real life.
Yeah. You could. I dropped some other clips out there. I haven't found the actual clip I'm looking for, but I found some other stuff that kind of involves the stuff that he's been doing.
Spit hot fire. Last one I got in there is top G.
Oh shit.
And bottom G. That is so funny. Sneeko bottom
Oh shit!
G.
Wait.
I'm really wondering is where are you putting these links that I'm not getting?
I'm just dropping them in the wrong room.
Yes, my boy came home the other
And again,
day.
I don't know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Yesterday.
Normally, it's not bad language, but it's the stuff what he's saying. That's one right there.
With Nick Fuentes because he wants him to become mainstream.
Well, just so you could see what his moniker is on there on the right. That's him. That's his thing. He plays the little Joker and talks about sort of things, but I haven't found the actual clip I'm talking about. Normally he's kind of dressed a little bit like Hitler and those sort of things.
Interesting.
I'm sure Nick will see this. Nick, I respect your position. And I know that he doesn't want to talk to me because he's trying to go mainstream, and I truly respect it. He shouldn't talk to me, to be totally honest.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but you're a different. I mean, no one gives a shit about you. You're a Jew. It doesn't matter if you talk to me.
Okay.
Nick shouldn't talk to me because Nick has a more important mission. His mission is to go mainstream, and I understand where he's going. He wants to try to get people in the mainstream to see things differently. If he talks to someone like me, I'm an extremist. It's not going to look good for him.
It just won't. And I want him to succeed. Because if he succeeds, my way is not necessary. So I want him to do good. So I would rather him not.
Got it.
See, that is how committed I am. It's not about clout for me. It's not about fame. It's not about money.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I told Nick that one of the great shifts he's made is making his message palatable for the mainstream. And I saw it firsthand at the
All right, you can pause it.
towards the end of the
Yeah,
night.
you don't want to listen to Bottom G?
You could. So now grab that last link I just dropped you.
Okay. All right. We gotta I gotta blast after this one because yes, my boy did come home last night and we did do a little top golf. We're gonna be hanging out some more. This is Joker Waffen. That's the same dude.
Yeah.
The hell is this? Oh no.
So now they do this Meagle thing. I don't know what it is. It's some random chat thing, and people come and kick on here. So make sure you start it from the beginning there. We'll just play a little bit of this.
Angel. Okay. Make sure it sounds up here.
Do that.
Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh my God, this guy!
How's things going? Son of a bitch.
Hey, dude, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Are you guys all right over there? Well, let me just say before I start. Well, before I start, let me just say thank you for your service. I am a little bit sad that you guys might have to die for Israel. That makes me pretty sad. Because God, listen, I know.
Anything for you, Riddler.
I know that Sanchez and Enrique probably might not understand what I'm about to try to break down to you, but let me try for the white guys because I'm sure they do. So what I'm saying is if you guys could just like, whoever's got like the key, the key to hit the nuclear shit, if you could just aim that shit at Israel, and then right after it hits, like this, you know what I mean?
No.
Right after.
Yeah, no. Dude, did you notice this behind there though?
But dude, you'll be amazed on the people's response if you watch some of these videos on what he's talking about, their response, the things that they say, the culture that's built in. It's kind of eye-opening of what the general public on a random chat app that are talking about these sort of things. Dude, I even saw a room. He's doing this thing all like a whole stream of it. Like he'll get a room full of black people and they're all doing the Hi Hitler thing and talking all about Israel. Dude, I'm just like mind blown on like the psyop that you watch and how it comes together and shit. So I don't know. Just I pay attention to these people because they all collab together and Aiden Ross is all over this shit. There's like, what?
Dude, look at move into host space. F the host over. Get expelled again. Appeal to empathy. Move into host space. F the host over again. Get expelled again. Appeal to empathy. There was one group that had been kicked out of a few countries. Couple or 100 or so. All right. I think we need to wrap it up, dude. I got a couple things to do, couple things this afternoon, and then we got the big Ronda Rousey. The big Ronda Rousey fight tonight, which is going to be a...
We got to go see what they voted for. See what song we got.
Oh, absolutely we will. And let me see, where did I go there? That's him. Was this? No, I just go back here. We'll do it this
Can we watch the gay UFC stuff again?
Nah. Oh, there was even worse than that one. Here we go. Let's see. I've already given hearts on some of these here. So, Breeze, Foo Fighter, Everlong has 3. Jerf Murph's got 3. Frankenstein, Edgar. Ooh, Louise Wheezy, Mike and the Mechanic, Silent Running is in the lead with that 8. One. Yeah, we're at 8 right now. It's looking like a runaway here. Like a runaway. Jamie, there's always next week to see.
I'm surprised nobody else didn't vote on the Suck My Balls. Video unavailable. Wonder why. I'm just saying.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Maybe it's something we better not try.
Right. I was recommending
life's like a box of chocolates. We never know what you're going to get.
Tom McDonald. He only got 2, and I gave it a heart. And one of them was mine. Okay, you got a 1 on that one. You got 0 Tools. The Pot. Tool. The Pot. You remember that song? I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is on Undertow, if I remember right.
Flagster,
what a great album. Great album.
A co-Californian along with you from the San San Bernardino, was it?
What do you? I'm out in that area, Riverside, San Bernardino, all that.
I think it was San Bernardino. San something. Yeah, I think it
What
was.
are you
Anyway. San, where Clagster's from. He's out in your neck of the woods. Candace Wagner with 5. I'm in touch with your world. Oh, cute. 5. Dutch Warrior got 4 for Nightwish. Last ride of the day. Barb Batker, Humble Pie, 30 Days in the Hole. 2. Fleetwood Mac, 7 Wonders. 1. Yeah. Hollywood Vampires, People Who Died. 4. Pennywise, Yesterday's 1. Live in Berlin. It's 1, and the last one, Armageddon Radio Announcer, 1 heart. So looks like Miss Wheezy's ran away with it with the 8-vote win here. Let's make sure.
I heard that she signed into all her accounts across all her phones and laptops and tablets and went over there, and Dominion voted that one right up. Well done there. We appreciate the effort.
She used her mod credentials.
She hacked the system.
Yeah, she used her mod credentials to take advantage of the system. we kid. Let's see. Make sure this is over here. What is this? This is YouTube. Okay. You
should see her desk. I mean, it really puts the what do you call those? All the bot scammers with all the phones. She puts those people to shame.
Wheezy's running a bot farm over there to get the votes through. Yes, I love it. Hey, anything to win, right? Let me say some thank yous over here on the D Lives. Durango Nibiru X, and then Patriot Chick and P Dancer. Always some familiar names on the leaderboard. We appreciate that, and I am releasing those rewards. They're coming at you in 29, 28, and going to have dinner while we're getting dinner. Listen to the first half. Thanks, Susie Q. Rewards coming at you in 22 and counting, guys. And then heading over to the Foxhole, a.k.a. pill.net, where Sean Joe, and I don't know if Matt ever caught my message the other day. We need some milk. Milk with those cookies. So Sean Joe, Space Squad founding member here, dropped a cookie, followed by another cookie from Sean Joe in a row. 2 in a row. Appreciate that, brother. Lizzie B with the cookie. Thank you, Lizzie. Q shook me all night long with the cookie. Num Nums. I'm on a diet, but I will eat those cookies. Curious Cat with another cookie. Thank you for that, Curious Cat.
Damn, somebody brought out Damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees? I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
did I not see it?
Humble Pie. There's Humble Pie. Also, you got that. Mystery Rob threw out the Robert Plant's Honey Drippers. Sea of Love.
I need to
refresh. It's been a long time since I heard that one. Holy crap. We went all the way to like 80s.
Actually, I did refresh as we were going there. So, yeah. Sean Joe, thank you again, brother, for another cookie. And then Love It with a can. All these are no messages. I will, of course, read those messages. But thank you, Love It, for the can. And then Sean Joe with another cookie. Appreciate that, brother. Punk Q Rocker 4Q with 217. Always ends in the 17s. Appreciate that. Punk Q Rocker. And then One Thunder with the cookie. Num Nums. Thank you, brother. And then Matrix Codebreaker. We will see you tomorrow, my man. Gift of the Shade says, boom time, fellas. Much love. Appreciate that. And then Bois Blanc with the cookie. Thank you, Terry. We're almost there, right? Norwegian Wood with the cookie says, I love pie. American pie? Do you like pie that much? But thank you there, Norwegian Wood. And I love the name, too, to go along with the pie. Norwegian Wood with pie. Good Dog 45 with the can says, the best is yet to come. I mean, it's going to have to get, the best is going to have to come later for sure, because we're coming there. So I'm releasing those scratch-offs, Hulk. If you got anybody that you would like to thank, and I'm going to check out the old Rumbles and see how these
just
folks
good
are
old
doing.
Greg 3012 out there. Thank you for reaching out to the wall and giving a donation to the Hulk side. Make sure you come out and follow me. Smash the thumbs up. Be much appreciated. Head over to the Twitter feeds and go find me and Spaceshot and give us a follow, a little heart. It helps out with the algorithm. So thank you very much.
Okay, so last time, I'm pretty sure, and you can let me know there in the D Live, I think this is how it went. So they did not want to be named. Of course, I'll never mention your real names on there, guys, if you ever send over coffees. But P Dancer in the chat there had sent over 3 iced coffees. Says, thanks for all the hard work, Spaceshot 76. Thank you very much for that, P Dancer. I do appreciate that as well. And let me just make sure I run their checker over here on the old... All right, the last one is Best Toy Gun. Hulk, do we have time for a blast another commercial in? Can we even get another one in here at the end?
I
Anything
can
worth
look.
it
I
for
can
you?
jiggle the handle.
We can't do another Rumble wallet because it gave us a warning. It says if you do 2 Rumble wallets, you can't again.
I got either a Drive Growth HQ or a pickaxe, but
Not really worth it, right? Yeah, and actually, I don't have either of those.
that's fine, dude. We don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Anything on? Oh, of course. Never. Not last, but of course, never least. Thank you to the mods out there. We do greatly appreciate your help and keeping these folks, these out of control patriots in line, and most importantly, myself in line for forgetting to release the scratch-ins and stuff like that, and knowing when we have issues on the stream. So I do appreciate your help, and I know a lot of other folks out there do as well. Hulkanator, anything else for you, Mr. Sir?
Nope, that's it. And like Spaceshot always says,
yes, we do. We absolutely do. And make sure this is all right. We do appreciate each and every last one of you wonderful world patriots for tuning in out there. And until that next one, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Peace.
Much love. Be good humans.
Oh, gotta clear your throat again.
much love, be good humans.
There he is.
Hello, guys. Something special is happening in here. That's right. It's brackets and jackets. Bringing it back for brackets and jackets. Special Epstein Island edition. That's right, folks. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the man with the island, which is suspiciously close to Haiti. That's right. You see, this man, Jeffrey Epstein, is funding lots of people. He's funding lots of people on the street to make sure his shit doesn't get out. That's right. They want the record sealed. And they're paying a lot of people. Epstein's paying a lot of people. Oh, boy. For one, he's got a whole Mossad media matrix in America. And I would bet you anything that Alex Jones is one of them. Prove me wrong. That's right. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the portal. Cappy's in the building with songs about Epstein. It's Breakfast Jackets Epstein edition. Guys, I had some epiphanies today. I had some real big epiphanies about some guys. A big network of guys and spies and lies and liars. All right, think about this for a minute, okay? The guy in Portland, the scientist that just got busted for producing CP, that guy is 1 degree of separation away from Epstein. Epstein, the investor that lives in West Palm Beach, Florida. I know a guy who lives in West Palm Beach, Florida as well. Investor as well. Also involved as well. And all is not well with these guys. The Florida boys, the Glow boys, the Scott Israels of the world. You see, Epstein is Hillary Clinton. And Epstein is Haiti. And Epstein is a big network of media assets. By the way, did you know that Steve Bannon was going to that guy for money? Also, Epstein is Epstein Oprah. Epstein is Chris Tucker. You remember him. Epstein is also Kevin Spacey. Epstein is also Prince Andrew. Epstein is also... Who else is Epstein? Who else is Epstein? Tell me. You guys know? Who else is Epstein? Is Epstein Big Pharma? Is Epstein Bryan Singer? Is Epstein Naomi Campbell? Yep, all of the above. All of the above. Who is Epstein? Epstein is the keystone of a whole motherfucking matrix. And once you pull it out, it all falls down. Dersh was there too. That's right, we're dropping red pills every day. Dropping red pills in the best kind of way. This is brackets and jackets for the denizens of islands.